bit late, actually.
It'll only take a minute.
Okay.
It's on tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's great, thanks.
We do have our uses, you know.
I've never said you haven't.
Can I go now?
Of course.
Bye.
Alan.
Yeah?
What did Rita want last night?
How do I know what she wanted?
She wanted you, that's obvious.
Well, I'd say if she was knocking on my door, she wanted me. Yes, I'll go along with that.
There's no need to be sarcastic. Why did she want you?
I don't know.
She fancies you, doesn't she?
Don't be daft. We're just...
Good friends.
We're friendly.
Well, how friendly? I mean, as friendly as we are, for instance.
We're just mates. She looked after Jenny, didn't she? Look, I'm sorry, Gloria. I've got to go. See you.
I'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Mr. Hilton's better soon, Mrs. Hilton. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, they are a nice couple. Real Darby and Joan. She'll miss him terribly if anything happens. You haven't heard a word I said just then, have you? In fact, I don't think you even know I've just served a customer. No? Rita, there could be any number of reasons why Alan wasn't in last night. It was a nice night. Well, he might have decided to go for a drive or a walk, anything.
Maybe I'm perfectly aware of that.
Well, then why do you keep going into a brown study every 5 minutes? Obviously worrying you.
I am not worrying about it. I'm having a little think about it.
Well, you look worried to me and upset.
I am not upset. Yes, I am. I'm getting upset because you keep going on about me being upset.
Yes, you are. It's written all over your face in deep, worried lines.
I am not upset.
Morning.
Oh,
yes.
Have you got it, please?
Yes. 25 pence, please. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
I
you.
believe you called round last night, Rita.
Yes, I did.
Oh, what a shame I was out.
Well, you went to know I was coming.
I decided after all that it was too nice a night to stay in and do boring paperwork, you know.
Yes, it was.
Was there something...
No, I just go around on the spur of the moment. I mean, like you, I thought, what a shame to waste such a nice evening. So I thought I'd see if I could talk you into going for a drink and hang the paperwork.
What a pity I was out.
Yes.
Still, there'll be other nice nights.
Hopefully.
Right, well, I'll be seeing you then.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. There you are, all explained.
Yes.
You don't seem very convinced. You think he was out with another woman, don't you?
You should have stopped in bed like the doctor said.
Oh, I'm not stopping in bed. Staring at me Monica the Glen all day long.
Yeah. Well, I reckon he's very lucky to get away with a sprained ankle.
Me too, falling halfway down the stairs like that.
Yeah, it's a long way to fall, is that?
Yeah, especially tripping over something as well.
Yeah, I mean, that jug in that tray must have been like being launched into space.
It must have been.
Yes, well, the least said about that, the better.
Right, will you be able to manage on your own till dinner?
I'll have to, won't I?
Well, I could make you some tea and put it in a flask for you if you want.
I haven't got a flask. Don't worry about me. I'll manage.
Right then, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks for going to the hospital with me last night, Kevin.
It's okay. It's the least they could do. See you now.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but...
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be me that fell down them stairs.
No, it should have been you.
So I can't feel all that sorry for her, can I?
One good thing come out of all this anyway.
She can't spine us with a bad ankle.
Well, won't be that either.
Alec. Jack.
Yes, Mr. Duckworth.
Cup of tea. You're all right, are you, Alec? And a 2-cup, man. 2 cups of tea.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think them two make a very sinister pair, don't you?
You wouldn't think you'd be sure if you saw them together at that Rafferty club.
Yeah.
Do you know it's a right dive?
Is it?
You're only mad because Percy didn't drink the champagne out of your shoe last night.
Oh, you're dead right there. I sat all night with half a bitter in my hand. All night.
You know, I've never been to a club, a real club.
You've not done much in your short life, have you, Martin?
No, but I'm seriously considering going a bit wild.
I'll teach you to be really wicked.
I bet you will, eh?
Don't take her on, Martin.
Only got 3 more punters to sign and then I'll have the 30 then straight up.
Well, let's say I'll believe it when I see them all sitting in my club with double scotches in their hand.
They'll be there, no danger, mate.
You know, I'm getting a bit impatient, Jack. Can't keep this barman's job open forever.
So I'll sign today, honestly, I will. Hiya, Rita.
Hello, Rita, love.
All right.
Looking marvellous as usual.
Flatterer. And the rest.
You don't like him, do you?
Not my favourite man, no. What you call a slippery customer. He'd slip you a dud check and promise you the world at the same time. With a vanilla stick.
I used to be Rita's agent, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, great little performer. Good voice, good looks, style, lovely frocks. Now, she'd pull the punters in if I could get her to do a spot at the graffiti. She's got a bit snooty in her old age.
I'll pull the punters in when I get behind that bar, just like I did in the Rovers. Listen, I've got a lot of friends, you know, in Weatherfield. A lot of friends and a lot of influence.
Bye, Rita, love.
Bye.
Now, that's what that club needs. Glamour.
Cheers. Cheers.
What have you got there?
A vanilla.
Oh, that proves it, doesn't it?
Proves what?
Well, you always turn to food when you're worried and upset.
Maybe you seem to know more about me than I do myself.
Well, you reckon you know everything about me, so what you forget is that while you're studying me, I'm studying you.
Make us sound like a couple of bird watchers.
I suppose we are. Mainly because we've nothing better to do with our time being high and dry on the shelf like we are.
Speak for yourself.
Hello.
Why don't you be at school?
You shouldn't speak with your mouth full. Nah, it's netball, innit? I've got a bad ankle, haven't I?
Oh, dear.
It's all right, ain't really. But you should see me limping in school. It's worth an Oscar. Hey, has my magazine coming yet?
Yes, I went to the wholesalers for it personally.
And I bet you had a quick peep at the cereal, didn't you?
I did not. It'll be too ridiculous for words, thank you. Girl with nice but boring boyfriend falls for handsome cad who, of course, does her wrong, so she has to settle for the boring boyfriend. Well, the truth is that most women would be very happy to settle for a nice, patient man, boring or not.
And how do you know what it's about then if you haven't been reading it?
And another thing, some of these teenage magazines are far too explicit. You'd be better off with House and Garden.
I live in a flat with no garden.
I'd retire gracefully if I were you, maybe.
Did my dad call in this morning?
Yes, he did, as a matter of fact.
I thought he might.
Oh?
To apologise for not being in last night when you called. He's nothing if not a gentleman, my father. Did he tell you where he was, by the way?
Just said he went out.
Just that?
Yes. Didn't he tell you?
No. You know what? I think he wants watching as old as he is.
Sure. She knows something, doesn't she?
Well, I should think that's obvious.
Do you think she knows who he was out with? I mean, if he was out with anybody.
No, wait, no, I wouldn't be at all surprised. She doesn't miss much, does she?
Girls, have you got a minute?
Not really, no.
How would you like to improve your social life by joining an exclusive club?
Are you a member?
I am, as a matter of fact.
Phew, no thanks.
Take a bit of my advice, start wearing a mask. Ida, my love, Shirley, my darling.
What do you want?
I can do you a big favour.
Such as?
I can only get you membership to the graffiti club, that's all.
Call that a favour? Hey, I'd rather spend a night in the laundrette than in
No,
there.
it's been done up, refurbished, you know, very select now.
How do you get in there then, Jack?
I'm on the staff, as a matter of fact.
Oh, what else? A male stripper.
Say that.
That's Joe.
Oh, Jack's only trying to get us a joint graffiti club.
Yeah, he said he'll make it worth me while, Vera, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I did no such thing.
Get across that road, you Townend Street, for that dump. You'll be flogging dirty postcards next. Have you no pride? Go on, get on before you get arrested.
I'm trying to get myself a job, aren't I?
Yeah, well, get yourself a respectable job for a change. Go on. Because it's not a job you're after. No, that's just an excuse. So you can sit in that club boozing till all hours of the
Hello. Hi. Are you on your own?
Yeah?
So am I. I skipped to school.
Come on in.
Won't you get into trouble? Nah, it's very unlikely. Teachers don't bother much this near the end of term. Everybody's vanishing.
What we used to do was miss the bus deliberately and then walk very slowly to school. Listen, would you like some tea or something?
Have you got anything else?
Lemonade?
Yeah, please. Did you have a good time then last night?
Last night?
Yeah, you and me dad. He did take you out, didn't he?
No.
No? Oh, I thought that's why you asked him in this morning to thank him.
I asked him in to open a jar of honey because the top was stuck.
A jar of honey? How sweet.
Are you trying to tell me something you think you know, Denny?
No. No, I just thought my dad took you out last night. But if it's a big secret...
He didn't take me out. He was here.
Here? Cozy.
It was.
Rita Fairclough called to see me now.
Oh, did she?
She looked ever so put out when he weren't in.
Really?
And him only across the hall.
Yeah.
Still, whatever it was Rita wanted. She probably told him when he called in the cabin this morning.
Alan went to the cabin.
What?
Nothing.
You know what? I didn't think my dad had it in him. Keeping two women happy. He must have hidden debts.
He must have. That's if you're right, and he is keeping two women happy.
Don't you think he is?
No, I don't. Just the one. Whatever did we do before we had sticky tape?
Used lots of string and sealing wax.
Because that can be said about a lot of things, can't it?
Wait for it. We're in for a dose of heavy thinking.
I mean, whatever did we do before sliced bread?
Slice it ourselves.
Yes, exactly. Now, there's an art in cutting a slice of bread, getting it just the same thickness all the way down. It's very skillful, very satisfying.
And very time-consuming.
Yes, but what have we done with all that time that we've saved ourselves? Are we better informed, better read, better off? No, we've turned into a yob society, according to that MP.
You must be the most depressing person in the whole world.
Hey, two birds with one stone.
Don't mention birds in here.
You're coming to graffiti tonight, aren't you, Emily, like you promised?
Oh, I don't remember actually promising.
You're a woman who's dedicated to good works, aren't you, Emily? Given to good causes. Well, aren't I a good cause? By you coming tonight, you could help me get a job. Earn a living for me and my family. Regain me dignity as a working man.
Well...
Same applies to you, Ree.
Me?
Alec Gilroy reckons you're the best thing since bike clips. So, if I can tell him it were me what got you to come along, I'll be on the board of directors, won't I? Hey, never mind behind the bar.
No.
My livelihood, my family, my dignity, they're all at stake. Can you really refuse?
He's very persuasive, isn't he? Well, he's not persuading me to go to that place.
Oh, I don't know, Rita. It'd make a change and we might get a laugh out of it. Oh, goodness knows we could all do with a laugh. All three of us.
Sleep again, eh?
Oh, it must be them painkillers she's taking. Mum kept nodding off when she took them, and she fell down and broke her rib once.
She'll sleep sound tonight, eh?
Oh, what are you suggesting, Kevin Webster?
She's waking up.
Oh, hello. What time is it?
6:45.
Oh, it's not, is it? I must have dropped off again.
Yeah, you must have done.
We've got some fish and chips for our tea. Do you want some?
Oh, yes, I do. There's nothing wrong with my appetite.
Hey, make yourself useful. Put a tablecloth on and I'll get some plates.
Oh, yes, miss.
Well, you two seem full of the joys of spring.
Ah, we always are, Mrs. O.
Wish I was. I'll tell you, there's one thing that's worrying me more than anything, though, Kevin.
What's that?
Well, my jobs. I'm not going to be able to do them, am I, laid up like this? And what with the Rovers being closed and no sign of it opening again, well, I can't afford to lose my work at Dr. Lowther's and Mike Baldwin's as well.
You can't help being laid up, can you?
Here we are. Who wants bread?
Me, at least 6 slices.
How come you're such a shrimp, the stuff you eat?
Listen who's talking.
You see, I could do with a stand-in. You know, a deputy, like, for a few days. Now, I was wondering...
What?
Well, could Sally do it for me, do you think? She's not very busy at that yard, is she?
Yeah, you won't mind doing that, would you, Sal?
What?
Mrs. O's cleaning jobs for a few days.
Me?
Yeah. You know, just so she gets back on her feet, like.
Very kind of you, love.
Think nothing of it.
Not exactly swinging, is it?
Will be when the rest of my mates turn up.
All these mates CEOs, are they, Jack?
Good mates.
Well, I never got the impression you were all that popular.
Listen, if I got paid for being popular, I'd be a flipping millionaire.
Miserable beggars, they won't even buy one between them.
And that's another thing. Any barm cakes left over tonight, you buy them yourself.
I'm doing my best, Mr. Gilroy.
Yes, well, your best isn't good enough, is it? You can only make a profit on barm cakes if you sell them, not if you have to give them away to next door's dog, because it doesn't have any money.
He's in a nasty mood, isn't he? A very unstable person is Mr. Gilroy.
Oh, go away, Sam, and never one of your barm cakes, would you?
No, you're missing the point, Terry. I mean, both of them can be very spectacular, I grant you. Very, very effective. Brilliant. See, but his game involves a lot of brute strength. Whereas David, you make out you know him personally. Well, actually, I feel as though I do, because we've got a lot in common, me and David. You and David Gower's got a lot in common. Yes, because that's the way I bat. Like him. All timing and touch. Graceful. No effort, just a flick of the wrist, and it's a 4. Beautiful to watch. Just like David, I could have been one of the Olympians. Surely, if you were so good at cricket, how come you never got snapped up by Lancashire or somebody? I don't know. They must have missed me. What a waste. You know what I reckon? I reckon it was jealousy. That's why they never snapped you up. You'd have made them feel like duck eggs. Very probably.
Oh, ladies, how nice to see you. Where would you like to sit, eh?
Oh, anywhere. One place looks as bad as another in here.
And a very special thank you to you, Emily. You're going to have a night to remember tonight. You let your hair down.
I volunteered to come with the ladies and keep an eye on them, knowing the sort of person that gets in here.
Well, how true is it you were once banned by Tuck H?
It's not true.
Right, what would you like to drink, ladies? The shorts here are very...
Short.
Well, I'll have a vodka and tonic.
Oh, and sweet cherry? Yes, 2, please.
Right, vodka and tonic, sweet cherries,
It's not the happy hour, is it, by any chance?
No, it isn't.
I'll have a glass of mild.
Miles off.
I'll have bitter then.
All right, bitter. Won't be a moment, ladies. It's a vodka and tonic, 2 sweet cherries, and a glass of bitter. Didn't I tell you I'd bring you some punters in, eh? And Rita's in because I asked her.
Very impressed, Jack. Very impressed.
They're not exactly boozers, are they? 2 cherries.
Them particular 2 are short of a night out. They're liable to go berserk. How am I fixed for the job now, eh?
Well, now, Now, this is more like it. Did you invite this little lady, Jack?
Hello.
Hello, sweetheart. And what are you doing out here on your own, eh?
Well, I'm supposed to be meeting somebody, but I think I'm a bit early.
Heavier than you think, Mrs. O. Pushing her up those stairs. Hey. I'm talking to you.
And I'm not talking to you.
Look, all you've got to do is a cleaning for a few days, if that.
Kevin, I'm not a flipping charwoman. What makes me really mad is you blithely thinking I am
Well, I
one.
didn't think you'd mind doing her a good turn.
Should have got somewhere else to live, like we said.
What for? We don't need it now we got the run of the house.
Smells nut right now.
Yes, Mrs. O?
I'd prefer it if you turned that telly down and left the living room door open if you don't mind.
Yes, Mrs. O.
And I'll have a cup of tea when you're making yourselves a drink.
Yes, Mrs. O.
We've got the run of the house, he says. The only running we're going to be doing is after her.
Well, we can't leave her in her condition.
Kevin,
Yes, Mrs. O.
I'd like a couple of chocolate biscuits as well. You'll find some in the biscuit tin.
Yes, Mrs. O.
Right, there you are.
Do you know, that's what I like about you, Jack. When you buy a girl a drink, you certainly make her feel pampered.
What are you doing in here? I don't know, because you reckon this place is the pits.
I'm keeping my eye on you, Buster.
And I don't know what I'm doing in here either, Jack. I could just as easily be knitting up in coat hangers and enjoying it to dance out letter and all.
I see Goldilocks has got herself well installed.
She's just helping out because of a rush that I created. It's me that's going to get installed in here, pal. Barman, manager, partner. I've got prospects, mate.
You know he thinks he's unprovoked at Casablanca.
Talking about what we're doing here, what are we doing here, Teddy?
You gotta have some place to go overnight, haven't you?
Yeah, but it seems to me of all the alternatives, this has got to be the grottiest.
What other alternatives?
I don't know, I can't think of any. I'm dead, I must be.
Yeah, I know just how you feel, Chuck.
I'll say one thing about this place. It's different.
Hey, we're here for a quiet drink, you know.
I'm a very quiet drinker, Al.
I think you'll get me in trouble, you will.
Care for a ham sandwich, Councillor Robert?
Oh, aye, I'm a bit peckish.
That'll be £1.
Pound?
This is a nightclub, Councillor.
Go on, then we'll have one. We'll share it between us. Hey, just a minute. You didn't get these barm cakes from my shop, did you? 50 pence.
No way. Mind you, I can see why you would imagine to look like that. Let's face it, one bomb cake looks very much like another, doesn't it? Thank you.
I don't know about them indifferent. What joint is this?
I like it. It's very kind of you to help me out like this, Gloria.
Well, I could see you were pushed.
I don't suppose you have a job now the Rovers is shut, have you?
No, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah. Alec, about the job then, eh?
She's lovely, isn't she, Gloria?
Oh, aye, yeah. About the job, though.
Well, that's exactly what I mean about this place needing glamour. I mean, let's face it, Jack. You don't really fit the bill, do you?
Alan!
Oh.
Hey, I never expected to see him in here. Not inside the place at all.
Oh, me neither. Still, we're here, aren't we?
Ah, but not for much longer. Not with bitters, 80p a pint, and that property in Tyndallocking barm cakes.
What kept you?
I had to wait for Jenny to come back.
Oh, I see. Listen, I'm just helping out a bit. You don't mind, do you?
No, no.
It won't be long. What pint is it?
Yes, please.
Gloria Todd. I don't believe it.
Hey! Hey, have you not yet? Hey, you dozy Herbert.
Not only am I up, but I've had my breakfast, washed and shaved, and jogged around the park 3 times.
You going jogging, that'll be the day.
Hey, I'm seriously thinking of taking it up, you know. I've been looking at some of those tracksuits. They're very snazzy, them, aren't they?
Yeah, but do they make a size for a fat, flabby old fella?
Hey, you. I'm the same round the waist as I was 20 years ago.
Then you must have been a fat, flabby young fella.
I was a young Greek god, me. I was very athletic. You know, when I was at school, I was Victor Ludorum 3 years on the trot.
I thought your name was Alan Bradley.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. I'll treat that with the contempt it deserves.
Anyway, aren't you getting enough exercise without going jogging? I mean, 2 women on the go. Must take it out of you.
Jenny, for the last time, I've not got 2 women on the go, as you so delicately put it.
Is Gloria your girlfriend?
She's a friend, yes.
And what's Rita Beck?
She's another friend.
Like I said, 2 girlfriends. Is this a record?
Jenny,
I ask myself.
why don't you belt up, eh?
And I also ask myself, is this the kind of example the father of a teenager should be setting his dear daughter?
I'm off. Ta-ra now.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
Who's going to have the pleasure of your company today, then? Gloria or Rita?
Oh, morning.
Morning, Alan.
You all right?
Yeah. Will I be seeing you later?
Yes, very probably, yeah. I know.
Bye, love.
Oh, no, he's done it again. He's not delivered Mr. Brown's Railway World. You know he can't live without his Railway World. Well, that's it. I'm finishing young Darren. He's not of this world anyway. He's always plugged into that pop group, aha. Where do pop groups get their names from?
Look, I wouldn't go making any hasty decisions this morning if I were you, Rita.
You what?
Well, I think you're temperamentally maladjusted for making decisions.
Oh, you do?
Yes, you're too volatile.
Volatile?
It means up one minute and down the next.
I know what it means. Robin Day and News at 10 have been in education to working classes.
Look, I quite understand your current mood. I do. And I'm very sympathetic.
Sorry, Mavis. Good try, but not good enough.
What do you mean it was a good try?
I'm not discussing Alan Bradley. It's a closed subject.
Well, I suppose it is, really. I mean, it was quite obvious in the graffiti last night that he's, well, rather more than friendly with Gloria.
I don't think it was quite obvious at all. I'm not discussing Alan Bradley because I think we've discussed him far too much. We've been obsessed with him.
Oh, we've been obsessed with him. He's your fella.
Morning.
Morning.
Got a spare copy of the Financial Times. Better keep an eye on my dwindling fortunes, otherwise they'll dwindle all that faster.
Actually, I been thinking about going into the stock market.
What else? Jobber or broker?
Oh, no, just in a small way. Now, I've always regretted never having had any British Telecom shares.
Oh, that was a one-off, Mavis. We all had a few bob on that, so be very careful. And you, Rita?
What?
Don't go investing any of your millions in some wild financial gamble.
What millions?
Come on, you must be worth a fortune. Here, how about investing a few bob in my firm, eh? I'll install a jacuzzi for the workers. May increase production. Nothing else, eh?
Thought you'd warn me off gambling.
Touché. Oh, by the way, do you know I can get in touch with Alan Bradley, not seeing him in the Rovers? I mean, you're a mate of his, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose I am.
Well, have you got his phone number at work? I want to talk air conditioning to him.
No, I'm sorry, I haven't. But, I could ask him to give you a ring.
Oh, right, thanks. See ya. Oh, and remember, Mavis, don't go investing in groundnuts. See ya.
What are you looking at me like that for?
But I thought we weren't even discussing Alan Bradley.
We're not.
Then why didn't you give Mr. Baldwin his phone number at work, which I know you've got, instead of promising to get in touch with him?
I don't see why you've got to ask Terry and Curly for time off.
I do.
Why don't you just check it? It's not a proper job. They only pay you peanuts.
Well, at least they pay me.
Yeah, well, Mrs. O will pay you for doing a cleaning job. No danger.
Well, she's never mentioned it. Anyway, Kevin, I don't know what she's worried about. I mean, they're not going to give her the sack just because she misses that charing a couple of times. I mean, she's genuinely sick.
I know that. She thinks they might.
Kevin, I'm not a charwoman.
I know you're not. You're doing Mrs. O a favour. You will ask Terry.
Yes, I'll ask him.
Oh, hello.
Morning, Mrs. Ogden.
Morning. Not keen, is she?
Yeah, of course she is.
Oh, you could have fooled me. Got a very expressive face, has Sally. It can turn from sunlight to shadow in a flash. And it's very dark this morning.
She'll be here cleaning at Mike Baldwin's in the Lelvers. You can bank on it. So don't worry about it.
Yes, well, if she doesn't, I'll just have to try and hobble round and do it myself, even if it does lead to a permanent disablement.
Oh, don't be daft.
Well, I don't like being a nuisance to anybody. It's not my way, Kevin.
No, I know it's not.
I don't know what I'd do without you, though. Oh, it's true what they say. Girls can be very hard sometimes, and boys very kind.
Yeah. See you, Mrs. O.
Right.
Ollie.
Jack.
Good night last night, wasn't it? At least me head said it.
It wasn't bad.
Told you to get some customers for you, didn't I?
Customers? Most of them had gone by 10 o'clock. Missing their cup of cocoa, I shouldn't wonder.
Ah, but they'll be back. Now having tasted it.
Well, I'll believe that when I can see it. By gum, it must have been a doddle running a club in places like Casablanca. Weatherfield, I think they all belong to the Band of Hope.
Morning.
Hello, love. Now, this little lady's going to change my look, aren't you, darling?
I hope so.
I don't know about what a piece of work is man. What a piece of work is Art Laurier, eh? Put together by an artist.
I take it she is the new bar staff, is she?
Had no choice, Jack. I mean, after all, you don't suddenly go on a diet when someone offers you a cream bun, now, do you?
But what about me? I mean, you promised me that job.
Well, as they say in France, sell away the cookie crumbles.
Oh, I see. Kicked aside by a bit of skirt, eh? Me know-how, me tried and tested experience, me sparkling personality, they all count for now, compared to a only blonde and all over dimples.
A very powerful argument, Jack.
You can stuff your job.
You're being very reasonable. And because of that, I am prepared to give you the opportunity of joining the black economy. You can keep the place tidy for the odd pint or three.
And you can stuff that and all.
Independence is the province of the rich, Jack, not the Dog End Brigade.
Oh, he's not upset, is he, because you've taken me on?
Of course he is. But then on the other side of life's little balance sheet, look at the pleasure you're giving me.
Thanks very much, Mrs. Jones. Drop. Where did you get your aspirins? Right here. Oh, sad show. Hey, I've got a stinking headache. Could be a summer cold coming on. There's a lot of them about. Nah, I'm not sleeping, am I? Oh, guilty conscience. For the dog's life, you lead your Jack. Dog's life? Oh. Life for Riley, you mean, don't you? No, it's this highway code. I've got it on the brain.
When is it permissible to overtake on the left-hand side?
Only on a one-way street, never on a dual carriageway where vehicles can pass on either side.
Hey, I've got it on your mind.
When do you take your test, Vera? Tomorrow. So I'm not broadcasting it, so my husband can laugh like a donkey if I fail it. Hi, Joe.
You got out to eat?
Well, I'm going for my dinner with Ivy, not to Jim's caff, so you'll have to do it for yourself.
I've got no money, have I?
We'll keep at the graffiti place. Oh. And then you would have, wouldn't you? Oh.
You wouldn't credit it, would you? What's mine's yours, what's yours is mine. Now, that is supposed to be the whole basis of married life. Not with her. She won't even feed me, will she? You couldn't slap us up for £half a bacon, could you?
Ah, go on.
And a packet of fat.
All right.
I've been a right mess, you know, but I wouldn't mind if it was my fault.
Of course it's not, Jack.
What's the in place for a meal round here these days?
Well, Mavis likes the Black Bull at Radley. That is if you're taking Mavis, of course.
Oh, don't be silly, Rich. Of course he's not taking me. How you can.
There's nothing I like better, Mavis, you know that.
Oh, go on. You'll tell a girl anything.
But unfortunately, I have to take my wife. It's her birthday, sorry.
Oh, wives are a flipping nuisance. They spoil all the fun for a single girl, you know.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, he seems to have put Susan's wedding behind him, doesn't he?
Yes. On the surface, maybe, but inside he'd be scarred for life. Like I am.
Yeah, I forgot to give you this morning. Number 16 Sebastian paid me for the papers.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Don't mention it. All right, are you?
Yes, fine. Are you?
Never better.
Good.
See you.
Oh, Jenny, would you tell your dad I'd like to see him? When he has a minute, of course.
My dad?
Your dad?
Yeah, of course I will. See you around.
Bye.
Bye. Well, talk about going all the way around the houses. You go around them twice.
You are?
Well, why didn't you just tell Jenny to tell her dad that Mike Baldwin wanted to see him?
Because I want to tell him myself, to make sure he gets the message. Well, you know what Jenny's like. She'll forget her head if it were loose.
And the rest.
Pardon?
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing here?
I live here.
No, I mean, why aren't you out there earning pennies to give to me so I can buy a new frock from Nolan's?
It was only last week I bought you a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, well, I'm a fashion plate, aren't I? I've got an image to keep up.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought you were practicing to be a scarecrow.
Ha. What are you doing here?
I forgot this estimate for a customer.
I've got a message for you.
Oh, eh?
From Rita.
Hmm?
Got that, did you? Not Gloria.
Come on, what's the message?
She wants to see you.
She wants to see me?
Got it.
When?
Didn't say.
Did she say why?
No, not a dicky bird.
Okay, thanks for telling me.
My pleasure. You know, I'm just thinking. Looks like it might be Rita's lucky day today, doesn't it? But then it is her turn for a date.
You have got an evil mind, you know that?
Yeah, well, you know where I get it from, don't you?
You in, Hilda?
Oh, yes, come on in, Mr. Baldwin.
I was just calling to see why you haven't been round the fat. Oh, what you been doing to yourself?
Oh, well, I had an accident, Mr. Baldwin. Fell downstairs and twisted my ankle very badly.
Oh, dear. I was wondering why you hadn't been round at the flat.
Yes, well, I couldn't manage to come. But about your cleaning...
Does it hurt?
Yeah, well, it does.
Yeah, I bet it does. I twisted my ankle once playing football. I was hobbling around for weeks.
Oh, well, I don't think I'll be incinerated for that long. No, but I was just...
Well, never
going to
mind.
say-
You take as long as you like. And don't worry about cleaning the flat. I'll get Susan to do that. After all, that's why I married her. Anyway, look after yourself. See you then.
Oh, but Mr. Baldwin! One highway code.
Oh, thanks, love. I don't know how I could have come to lose my other one. I've hardly had it out my hands for the last couple of weeks.
You ought to have seen her face when she opened a bagging cafe and it weren't there. You'd have thought she'd have lost her virginity.
Yeah, my face was as long as a fiddle. When I lost that, I know what a flaming disappointment.
I don't know what you want with another highway code. You know it off your heart.
I know it won't, then. And next day, it's come right out my head.
Oh, I know just how you feel, Vera. I was a bag of nerves when I took my driving test.
Yeah, but you passed first time, didn't you?
Yes, I did, actually.
Yeah. Some you think know what they're doing, don't. Funny that, isn't it?
Come on, Vera. We'll have to be sprinting across the road if you don't get a move on.
See ya.
Hey, and don't forget to put your right arm out when we turn into Coronation Street.
Oh, come on.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, when should you never overtake?
When you're on a bike behind a Porsche.
When in doubt. You're not fit to be on road, you.
What was all that about?
Vera taking a driving test tomorrow.
Right, well, I think I sold my car then.
Sexist.
Now then, Jenny said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I did. Didn't you say you were going to put kettle on for his dinner?
Did I? Oh, yes, of course I did. Oh, will you excuse me, please,
Yes.
Alan? By the way, did you enjoy yourself at the graffiti last night?
It was all right.
We didn't, did we, Rita?
No, what it is, Mike Baldwin would like to see you. I think, I'm not sure, but I think he wants to put some work your way.
Oh, that is good news.
Well,
We're
I
a bit
don't
quiet
know.
at the moment.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what he wants doing, and it probably won't be much, because he's not exactly icy, is he?
Yeah, but it's all grist to the mill, thank you.
I've done nothing.
Well, you're the bearer of good news. I must say I was surprised to see you at the graffiti club last night.
Are you?
It's not your sort of place, really, is it?
Is it yours?
Not really, no.
Well, it's a bit of a complicated story how I came to be there. To do with Jack Duckworth and Mavis.
Well, I won't pry any further.
No, I shouldn't either.
You busy tonight?
No?
Would you like to go for a run out somewhere?
Yes, I would.
I can promise you an improvement on the graffiti club.
Well, I should hope so.
I'll see you at 7 then.
Right.
Bye now.
Bye.
So, did you achieve anything while you were alone with him?
I think so. He's taking me out tonight.
How did you manage that?
Tell you when you're 21. Now, what have you made for his dinner?
So if you let us have a couple of eggs to go with that bit of bacon I've got left, I'll cook myself some tea.
Has Vera deserted you again?
She's gone straight out on another driving lesson. It's amazing, isn't it? I win a car in a competition. I win it, and it's the worst day's work I've ever done in my life. How can that be?
You weren't born on the 13th, were you, Jack? Or under a ladder, perhaps?
I've never been born at all.
Hello, love. How long are you going to be?
I've nearly finished. Is that right, Alf? Have I nearly finished?
Ah, you get yourself off, love.
Thanks, love. You're a furry toy.
Oh.
What are you? No, who have you been buying flowers for?
A tall, slim piece with glasses and a surprised expression.
Me? Oh, thank you.
And I've booked us a table at the Black Bull.
Oh, flipping out. I'm not sure I can handle all this. Flowers, taken out for a meal, bottle of bubbly from me boss, and all this for little me, what's only used to an apple and an orange on a birthday.
It's to show our appreciation for a gradely lass, isn't it, Ken?
Surely is.
Give over the pair of you, you'll have me yelling. See ya.
Have a nice
Bye.
time.
Thanks, love.
Don't hurry back, love.
Champagne, the Black Bull. We live in a different world, yet we all live in the same street.
What are you after this time, then?
Couple of eggs.
On tick.
Aye.
Aye, all right. But no more on the slate. I'm not letting you get into debt just because you're on the dole.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hello. Come in. Thanks. Is your dad not in? He's just this minute out. Oh. Did he say where? No. He was all started up. Oh, gone to meet somebody on business, I expect. Could be. Probably calling the graffiti later. Yeah, he might. You're not going out? Nah, I don't feel like it. If you're broke, you know, I'm not broke. Oh, sending somebody a billy do, are you? Do me a favour. No, I'm trying to write a song, if you must know. A song? I've written a few for the group I sing with. Lee Mason writes music to them. Not exactly taken off. One night wonders so far. Let's see what you've written. Now you'll laugh. I won't. Go on. All right, but don't laugh. I saw two birds kiss in the sky, two hearts on cloud 9. My heart was flying too till you made me leave you. You can find me though if you want to. Just follow the tears. That's as far as I've got. That's lovely. Lee'll probably say it's too soppy. Have you had a bad experience yourself? Yeah, found out I was messing about with somebody else. Hey, we're suckers for punishment, aren't we, Jen?
Dropped off. Should have woke me up.
And have you washing up? I wouldn't dream of it.
Hey, no need to be like that.
Well, this is all I'm fit for, according to you. I mean, I'm a girl, so it's me what has to do all this skivvying. You're as bad as my dad, you.
Hey, I don't think like that. Honest.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. Did your sister do all the housework?
Well, most of it.
Wait till I see her. She's got a lot to answer for.
Hey, who made the tea?
After a fashion. It's the first time I've seen anybody make a mess of fish fingers.
Why, what was wrong with them?
You burnt them.
Oh, yeah? And what about the beans yesterday, all stuck to the bottom of the pan?
They weren't.
Yes, they were.
Poor Mrs. Hobden. She must be going through purgatory. What, with a bad ankle and a succession of burnt off limbs?
Yeah. Last time she'll try setting a booby trap for those, though, innit?
Yeah. still mad at you, though, Kevin, for assuming I'd do that charing job for her.
You're right little women's lib, are you, aren't you?
Well, we are not your slaves, you know. Seen enough of that with me mother.
Yeah. But you're putty in my hands, though, aren't you?
Oh, I've got flipping indigestion now.
Have you?
Kevin? I'm not sure it's such a good idea sending Sally round to the Lowthers and Mr. Baldwin's, especially the Lowthers. She's not very domesticated, is she? I mean, she might do more damage than good.
It's too late now after all the aggro I've had to get her to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, it were only a plate.
What time is it, Alan?
It's definitely not fun time, and that's a fact. Hey, you're not expecting a coach trip, are you, and keeping quiet about it?
No, just my friend, you know, Alan.
Oh, yeah. You know something, Lo? When I first took over here, I bought myself a dinner suit. I wore it for a couple of nights, too, till I decided it looked a bit daft pulling pints in a dinner suit for lads with spiky haircuts and girls what looked like anorexic witches. I really thought I was on my way, you see, to big things. An artiste agent with his own club on me couldn't fail. I could see it growing into a sort of Café de Paris. Instead of which, I'm down to opening the one room, which I hasten to add my artiste wouldn't be seen dead in. And all the aspiring Tom Joneses and Shirley Basses I've tried couldn't tell a tune from a death rattle. I've had a very depressing couple of years, Doria.
You know, I know a little singer. She's really good, a girl.
Oh? Hey, don't tell me. You've broken into the gas meter.
Not on the meter.
You know something, Jack, I think you're unluckier than I am.
Oh, I'll stand your pint, Jack, if you broke.
No, I have my pride. I'm not letting women buy me ale.
This doesn't sound like the Jack I know and love. He who would borrow a widow's mite and then charge her interest.
If that offer's still on, I'll do whatever you want, like, you know, for a couple of pints.
I'm sorry, I'm not so sure about that now, Jack.
What?
Well, I mean, see for yourself. None of them punters you recruited have turned up again tonight, have they? They've probably gone to bed soon after stopping out till 10 last night.
Are you joking?
Yeah, I am. I've got this very mordant sense of humour. Always remember this, Jack. When the soles of your shoes are worn through, you'll be back on your feet again. Try and be patient.
Oh, never mind, Jack. The Rovers will be opening again soon. Actually, you know, I'm not keen on it here. If he's not mauling you with his hands, he's mauling you with his eyes.
Anyway, it's better than listen to our Vera and learn a flipping highway code. She can't read it quite, you know. She talks it like a kid, and that molds your brain. There's only so many things you can do about going round a roundabout.
You got the time?
Just gone 10.
As late as that? Hiya. Is Alan in? Afraid not. Serves me right. I've only brought him fish and chips, haven't I? Thought he'd come home tired and hungry, you know. Not tonight. No, well, I should have checked first, shouldn't I? Did we go and spare him these fish and chips? Well, yeah, I'm dead hungry. Go on, help yourself. Hey, do you want to eat yours in here? Thanks. Do you want a plate for him? No, I prefer eating them with my fingers. Yeah, me too. Salt and vinegar's on. Oh, well, good, aren't they? Where'd you get them from? Rowbottoms. Ah, well, they're always good from there. Dad doesn't know what he's missing, does he? Served him right, the dirty stuff out. Yeah. He definitely didn't say where he was going then. Nope. Oh, I was talking about you tonight. You too? Alec Gilroy, manager at the graffiti. I was telling him what a good little singer you were. Why? Because he books singers sometimes. Does he want to book me? He said he'll audition you if you like. Honest, when? Hang on. I'm not doing anything tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, well, we'll see. And you'll have to ask your dad, you know. I mean, he might not approve. You're only 15. Of course he'll approve. Are you sure? I'm positive. Anyway, who cares about me, Dad? Thanks, Gloria. Me getting an audition. Just wait till I tell Lee.
I don't suppose you fancy a coffee, then?
Pardon?
Would you like to come in for a drink?
But I thought,
You were banned. No, that was last week. You're perfectly welcome to come in tonight. That is, if you can keep your eyes open.
Oh, I think I can manage that.
Good.
How's the throat this morning? All toned up, I hope.
Actually, I've lost my voice.
Oh, you've never.
Straight up. Gave out in Maudsley Street. I tried this top note.
Oh, no. Would you want me to cancel the audition? I mean, I'm at the graffiti this dinner. I can talk to Alec. Gary changed to next week.
I'm only kidding you, Nellie. Ha, 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 ha. As you can hear, my tonsils are in good working order. In fact, this fella down Inkerman Street asked me if I was Madonna. I said, if I was Madonna, would I be taking papers? He said, well, there's worse things.
Have you told your dad yet?
No, I've not said a word. I think I'll wait till I get results. I mean, if I boob the audition and it all fizzles
Well, you
out...
keep taking the birdseed, eh? See the graffiti about 2.
Oh, the butterflies are starting already.
Has your dad gone to work yet?
I doubt it, not yet. Night's more his time, and Lord knows where he got to last night.
Oh, late in, was he?
Gone for.
Well, probably out with the boys, eh?
Yeah, more than likely. See you.
See you.
Hello, Dad.
Hello.
Now, where were you last night? Gallivanting I'll be bound?
What you on about? Hey, hand off my toast.
Oh, is he starving? Didn't his lady friend feed him then before she kicked him out into the cruel dawn?
Where you get this dramatic bit from beats me, you know.
It's me talents, me gifts. What I have to offer the waiting world.
Anyway, what you on about, lady friend? Was out with the lads last night.
Yeah, likely story.
What are your plans for today, then?
Oh, I'll have a long got soak, a careful manicure, then I'll slide into my most dazzling pair of jeans.
Then what?
I'll go down the market, see if I can get some LPs going cheap. Will you be around town this afternoon, going into the graffiti route to see Gloria?
Shouldn't think so, no, why?
Well, it just so happened she called last night when you were out with the boys.
And she?
I wouldn't say she was checking up, but she did notice you weren't around, and I've got a feeling she might ask a question or two. So if you could dodge her on your way to work, and I'd steer clear the graffiti and all.
Dodger.
Well, she's probably lying in wait for you right now behind the door. It's what you get for being so madly attractive.
To waylay me, is that the theory?
That's right. So eat your ready, Breck. I believe that's what Oliver Reed has for his breakfast. Wish me luck.
With what?
Your trip to the market.
Well, now, and what were you up to till 4 o'clock this morning?
Oh, come on, Miss Prim. You must have a glimmering.
I have. It beats me how you can be so brazen about it.
Brazen? That's a bit strong, isn't it? I'm only confiding in you, my best pal.
Well, I suppose it all started with Eve. And to tell you the truth, I could sense that there'd been some progress. You've got a sort of aura about you.
Well, to be honest, the world does look that bit different today. Brighter, more rosy pink.
Morning.
Oh, yeah.
You know how Mrs. O's tied up with a bad leg?
Yes, so I believe.
Poor Mrs. Ogden. She does have some misfortunes. Hope she's coping all right.
Yeah, well, Sally's doing wonders, like. She just wondered if you could pop round with that mag of hers, woman something or other.
Yes, certainly. No trouble at all.
Tell you what, Mrs. Fairclough was a bit quiet, wasn't she?
Well, seemingly she had a very late night, and she's now in that state where she's looking at a jar of humbugs and not seeing a jar of humbugs.
I'm with you. It's like me looking at a gasket and seeing Sally.
Exactly. Actually, there used to be a box of jelly babies, second shelf down, third from the left, that used to put me in mind of a certain gentleman friend of mine. Oh, not that Derek was anything like a jelly baby, any more than Sally resembles a gasket or Rita's beloved favours a mint humbug.
So, who's a beloved when he's at home?
Well, now, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
I'll see you anyway.
All right. Bye.
I'm sorry, Alan. You must think I'm a right fool. Do you know I couldn't sleep last night? I missed you. I knew you hadn't come home, you see, and I was wondering where you were.
Gloria, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, love, and I've got to be at work. Look, I'll see you tonight and explain everything, okay? Not that there's anything
I'm
to
working
explain.
tonight.
Well, after that, then.
Well, you might get with the lads again. I mean, it was the lads you were with last night, I take it.
Yes, that's right, yeah. We played cards.
Of course you did. Oh, I'm not checking up on you, Alan. It's just, you know, I got to thinking, where is he? Who's he with? Then I thought to myself, well, I've got no claim on you, have I?
Look, I'll see you tonight, love, all right?
Why not now? Or are you too tired or something?
I'm a working man, I'll get the sack.
Oh, come on. You can swing it, can't you? Just an hour. Tell them some tale. I mean, it's conscience. You can always work your tea break.
Well, that's the bathroom done. By heck, it needed doing. And that lino you've got, I mean, who has lino these days?
Cost a pretty penny, that I might tell you. It's real cork. Any road, I might be having carpet put down.
All your carpets want putting down along with flipping room.
Mrs. Lowther's promised me hers, you see, when she has the guest bathroom redone.
Creeping gets you everywhere. Do you fancy a brew? I'm brewing up.
Oh, thought you'd never get round to it. Warm the pot if you don't mind. 2 tea bags and no stirring, let it brew by itself.
If you ask me, that Mrs. Lowther's right dim. Sending me home without so much as my bus fare. I mean, I've done as much as you could have done and only taken half the time.
Oh, yes, I dare say you would have coped. You're not slow with the duster. Nearly as sharp as you are with your tongue.
Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. Will you be giving me a reference?
No, but you see, what they want, such as Mrs. Lowther, what you might call the upper orders, is respect.
Core blimey, long live Queen Victoria.
Oh, you can mock as much as you like, young lady. But I've found that if you give them respect, they give it back.
Oh, is that how it works, is it? I mean, you work for them and then they work for you. Hey, and this'll be Mrs. Lowther now, will it? Come to offer her services. Here you're unfortunate and
Oh,
is Mrs. Ogden receiving visitors?
Yes, come on in, love. We've got a brew on.
Oh, right. I brought your magazine, Mrs. Ogden. Kevin said you were in dire need. Oh, dear me, quite the invalid.
Oh, yes. Well, I dare say I'm over the worst.
Oh, I am glad. Hello, pussy. Well, you're being waited on hand and foot, I see.
Yes, I can't deny I've been very well looked after.
Oh, sure you find her quite a treasure. It's nice to see young people rallying round, isn't it? So how do you find housework, then? Well, it comes naturally, doesn't it? I mean, I find it deeply fulfilling. Oh, that's nice. And I hear you've taken over Mrs. Ogden's cleaning jobs for now.
Yes, well, she's doing for Mr. Baldwin, or I should say Mrs. Baldwin. But Mrs. Lowther, you know, the doctor's lady from Bolton Road, upper end, she preferred to wait till I'm back on my feet again. Well, it's all the china she has and the heirlooms.
Oh, that's a pity. I expect you to find Mrs. Lowther quite a challenge, Sally. Actually, I thought she were an old bat. Milk and sugar, my lady.
Look, I've told you the check's in the post. Well, if that's your attitude, I shall just have to shop around. I mean, quite frankly, Cyril, I'll go for your fancy labels, but your ale's rubbish.
All right, Alec?
Fine. You?
No. What I mean, Alec, is am I all right for a bend, like?
Oh, what?
Am I needed? Is there out down? Shall I nip home and get my white jacket, like?
I'm sorry, chum.
Oh, great. I signed 30-odd flipping members and grabbed my little legs off.
Look, I've told you. In my book, a member is a dedicated booze artist seeking round-the-clock nourishment. Not that miserable bunch of orange juice merchants you signed up.
You know, I wish I was a member of the mafia.
You know something else, I am.
Well, I thought we had an agreement. I mean, I'd stick around, make myself useful and get a few freebies,
Yeah,
like.
fair enough. And when that's on, I'll give you a shout. But not today. I mean, we're hardly mobbed, are we? Hey up, she's arrived. Strippers here, gent.
You what?
Rather surprised. Didn't you read the small print on your contract? Topless service when all else fails.
Oh, Jack, what have we come to, eh?
You overslept, have you?
Something like that, yeah. You sticking around?
There's no point, is there? Tell you the truth, I think the next stop's the river. There's no trust now, Gloria. Never painted a picture like this when I were in the Wolf Cubs, did they?
Yeah, but listen, you've got it straight now, haven't you? Mighty Mouse clocks that I'm missing. It's the dental appointment. Right, now you've got that.
I've got it, Vera. But to be honest, I can't see point in all this blooming secrecy.
Hey, kid, you know what our Jack's like? I'll do not but jibe if I fail. And I will fail. I can feel it in my water.
Well, you're certainly making it hard for yourself, aren't you, with all this dodging about? How your mind can be on it beats me. And hang on, if your driving instructor's not calling here, how are you going to test centre?
Oh, I'm meeting Peter at lock-up. Yeah, he's taking me.
Oh.
Oh, kid, I feel really shaky. Do you think I should call it all off?
Don't talk daft. What, all these weeks you've been bragging about how you're going to walk it?
Thanks, Eddie Road. Okay. Hey, keep me in your thoughts, won't you? Keep rooting for me.
Oh, hey, oh.
Aye, aye. You two are cutting it a bit fine, aren't you? Hey, hang on a minute. Where are you dashing off to?
It's my teeth, Mr. Baldwin. Honest to God, I've been in awful pain. I thought it'd go away, but I'm starting to swell up.
Well, I think it's a chewing gum. And I think you're trying to pull a fast one. And I'm not wearing it.
But I did ask permission, and Ivy did give me go ahead.
Yeah, she did. She
Yeah.
did, Mr. Baldwin, and she has got this terrible too.
Yeah.
All right. I'll buy it this time, but make it snappy. Oh, and remember, no dentist, chitty. No pay.
You are a barn pot, you. Well, you've blown your test, haven't you? You never pass it now to take your nerves, Zubby.
Look, Maisie, my love, how many times do I have to tell you the cheque is in the post? Yes, I know it was a ropey booking. OK, no more sub-aqua club spag nights. Yes, I will have a word about your tassels. They've no right pinching on.
Oh, hello, Jen. You're early, aren't you? Now, listen, don't look too disappointed. Wanted to come early, wear the scene up. Is that Alec Gilroy? That's him. And if you feel like skedaddling...
Oh, now listen, I've got a good one for you here. No, it's not a double. The Police Gun Club, hot pot supper and cabaret. Yes, now you'll need a helmet, a truncheon, oh, and a whistle. Well, think about it and ring me back. Turns. Oh, Glow, I'm just pushing off. I've 1 or 2 checks to post. Hey, how old are you, sweetheart?
No, hang on, Alec. This is the girl I mentioned, Jenny Bradley.
You're losing me.
I'm supposed to audition for you.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
I told you, she sings.
Sings, eh? Who doesn't? Listen, I'll be back.
She's good, Alec.
That doesn't half narrow the options.
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you.
All right, forget the bar stool, Petal. It's all right for Las Vegas, but if we're thinking of some backstreet social club and other venues of that ilk, you'll need that stool in your hand, never mind sitting on it. I'll get that, my love. Is that your backing track?
Yeah, it's the group I sing with. Will it be all right?
Peripheral. Hello? Wrong number. But see it as the Steinway's being tuned, it'll do. Stick it in our machine, will you, Glow?
How about Meladio?
Him? He's the best audience she'll ever have. Start.
Go on, kid. Give him the works. Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Gone, love is never gone. As we drive along, love's what we remember.
Saved my life. I need some drawing pins, red tops.
Oh, why red especially? Something to do with the colour scheme?
Stands for urgent.
Oh, I see. Well, my valued assistant here will be only too happy to oblige. That is, she will look through our vast stock of drawing pins for the colour of your choice.
Oh, she's a bit flowery today. I mean, you think that she's doing a stock count, don't you? I believe she's actually composing love lyrics. There you are, Ken. It's 25p, please.
There we are.
Yes, thanks very much. Oh, by the by, are you still running that feature on Good Neighbours?
We are indeed proving very popular.
Well, I was in Mrs. Ogden's today, and well, you know, she's laid up with a bad ankle, and young Sally Seddon's doing wonders, and I just thought, well, you hear so much these days about young people being vandals and such. You know, I just thought it might make an item.
Could be right. We're going to drop in on Hilda anyway. Thanks for the tip. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Ken. Hello.
Alan, at last. I've been trying to get hold of you all day. Even your office didn't know where you were.
Well, as you can imagine, I was a bit late turning in this morning, and I've just been down to this carpet warehouse we're working on, arguing with so-called welders.
Well, I'm sure you'll take it all in your stride. Will I see you tonight?
I don't know, you see, I've half promised to work late. There's 1,000,001 snags on this contract. I shouldn't really be here now. I've just popped in to say hello.
Tomorrow night, then?
Tomorrow night will be fine, yes. At your place, eh? I mean, I know your reputation will be in shreds, but on the other hand, we won't have Jenny under our feet all the time.
Oh, you think of everything.
See you at 9 o'clock. Bye now.
Bye.
I wouldn't be surprised if she weren't faking that ankle, you know. I mean, the other day I had the tube on. Do you know that programme on Channel 4? And I went out to get flipping washing in. And when I come back, we were on snooker. Now, did she change that, eh? I mean, we haven't got a remote control effort.
Well, Hilda does claim to have psychic powers, you know. Either that or she's got Rommel trained.
Yeah, like she's trying to train me. Well, she's had that.
Trollo.
Hiya.
How's your wine department? Well stocked, I hope?
Yeah, take your pick.
All right. Well, I'll have a bottle of that. Yeah, that one there. And,
Here it is, the working man's friends with 1,000,000 jobs to do, eh? Now, for instance, I have just got to look at your backyard. Now, I'm not saying you're infringing anything, but it's a right little muck heap. Now, quick fiver would see me sort it out between now and tea time.
Oh, would it? What's happened to this marvellous job here with the graffiti club, then?
Ah, I kicked it in the touch, didn't I? I mean, Gilroy, he begged and pleaded, but I had to be a bit ruthless. It's a sinking ship, that dump.
Oh, aye. And who is it usually leaves a sinking ship first?
well, I'll tell you what, chum. If I can find a pair of overalls to fit your manly frame, you can stand in for Vera.
Why, has she not turned in or something?
Got the afternoon off, hasn't she? Dentist appointment. So she tells me. Did you know she was having trouble with her molars?
Did it? She's got teeth like a horse. Only this morning over my breakfast, I was watching her chomping away. And I thought, blimey, while she lives, Red Rum will never die. Stay up.
So.
Hey, I've already done it! First crack! Flying colours. Did you hear me? Get an eyeful of that, Mr. Mickey Taker. I've got my wheels now. It's official. From now on, I'm mobile.
I there, Superwoman. I don't know, tooth extractions, driving tests all in the same afternoon. Oh, you modern birds. Never stop, do you?
Well, I had to keep it a secret, Mr. Baldwin. I mean, village idiot here. Well, he'd have sent me up rotten if I'd have failed. I had to well, though, at that.
Surprise us all, Vera. And to show you I'm ever thoughtful, I'll lighten your pay packet a bit this week. Make it easy to pick up. Don't want you getting a sprained wrist, do we? Oh, and no pinching my parking space, okay?
You had to crow, didn't you? Here were me, as pleased as punch, but you had to make with the mouth.
Oh, never mind, Chuck. I might take it at seaside. I tell you what, get the camera. Take a few snaps of me behind this wheel. Hiya, flowers! Hiya, did it! Come on, give us a clap then.
Great,
Yeah.
Well, it's very neighbourly of you to call, Kenneth. And if you should ever suffer a similar misfortune, you can be quite sure I'll do likewise.
There's one good thing come out of all this, though, isn't there?
Oh, yes? What's that, then?
Well, if you're going to set booby traps for burglars, make sure it's at the bottom of the stairs and not the top. Good tip for the handyman column, is that?
Absolutely. I'll make a note of that. As a matter of fact, I did think I might do something in this good neighbour feature that we're running.
Oh, yes. Well, I may be old-fashioned, but I do believe in pulling together. After all, it's what won us the war.
Is this going to be a photo story, then? Is Mrs. O going to get a picture
Oh,
printed?
no, let me make it clear. I mean, although it's called Good Neighbour, basically what we're after are examples of community service. Now, I did hear that your other lodger, Sally, I did hear that she's really showing, when you get down to it, that the youngsters of today, well, that their hearts are in the right place.
Blooming cats, I could throttle it. Half out the ginnel with my best tights. So I grabbed it by its tail and I get Emily Rottenbishop making critical comments at me. Oh,
Ken was just saying how folk say nice things about yourself.
Wonderful, I'm dead chuffed. Tell him I'm going to donkey stone the step tomorrow, 10p a ticket.
Oh, now, Chuck, don't put yourself in a bad light. Show Kenneth what you're made of.
Sugar and spice and all things nice. You can stuff that.
Take no notice, Kenneth. She's a good lass, really, but she will show herself up. Now, stop acting silly, put the kettle on and make us visit her a nice pot of tea.
What's up with his lordship, then? Is he paralysed?
Well, me, my tea.
Did you ever see such a pair of shameless exploiters?
Look, if it's any bother...
Hang on,
yeah.
how
No,
do you-
Ray, doesn't matter. I've got to be going. Hope you'll soon be up and about and on your feet again.
Thank you again, Kenneth.
Right.
Ah. Well, I hope you're proud of yourself. Was there any need for that exhibition?
Could have had your name in the papers then if you played your cards right. Good neighbour of the week.
I don't put airs on.
Oh, crikey, Sal, don't get in a mood. What's wrong with you lately?
I did 3 numbers for him, kid. I thought, crack, I'm going to run out of backing track. Anyway, there he sat. First he has a fag, then he pulls out a match and starts picking his teeth. And all the way through it, there's this fella stood at the bar, stoned out of his mind, and he keeps muttering, "Sing Jezebel!" Anyway, at the death, there's silence. He dimps his cig, and he walks over and says, "Well, I like the drummer." "Yeah, you?" I nearly died. Anyway, my heart stopped beating and my chin's on the floor and I'm ready to slink off. And then he says, wait for this. He says, "You're not a bad chanteuse yourself." Chanteuse, yeah. It's French for singer. Yeah, he said, "You're not a bad chanteuse."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dad, hang on. You're not doing anything, are you? No dates, nothing. Only I've got something to tell you.
Well, I've got nothing planned, but you never know.
Crikey, don't you cast an overtime service stop? Look, I'll see you downtown tomorrow. Yeah, outside Woolies. You can buy me a burger to celebrate. Yeah, and if I've got a bag with me, you know the old fella's done the predictable thing. All right, then. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me. All right, then. See you. Oh, please don't let him start on about O-levels.
Blackpool tonight, is it, Vera? Me and Josie could just fancy bobbing along the Golden Mile in this private limo company.
Tell you what, I won't mind going somewhere a bit nearer, but I'm not taking her. 2 Bacardi and Coke, she'll be waving an Nicholas at window. Enough of that on that shadow coming back from Bowness.
Oh?
Yeah.
Blow me neck. Have you been up all night admiring your driving licence?
Yeah, she's entitled to be proud of herself passing first time. She did very well.
She did amazingly well. I just hope the examiner's still living to tell tale, that's all.
Well, I did him no favours, if that's what you're implying, Ivy Tilden. Look, I got through entirely on my skill and technique.
And a couple of quick flashes at stocking top and all, Vera.
Hey, give over. You can't bribe them people, can you?
Well, even if you could, that wouldn't be the road to crack it. I've seen my mum in a bikini.
Hey, there's not wrong with mother's legs, kid. Yours neither. And if you and your father are harbouring any ideas about getting your legs behind that wheel, you can forget it now.
It must be great to be independent now, Vera, and not to have to depend on a fella for everything.
I don't turn to a fella for anything.
Right, I'll remember that next time you want the top screwing off the sauce bottle. No, listen, well done, Ma. You're not bad for an old boiler.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hiya.
Hiya. Got time for a cuppa?
No, I've got an early appointment, I'm sorry.
Oh, did Jenny tell you about the news?
News? Oh, this agent thing? Yeah. Was he serious, you think? He's not just stringing her along, is he?
Oh, not at all. He was very impressed. And so he should be. She's very good.
Yeah. Don't know where she gets it from. Certainly not from me. Anyway, thanks for going along with it.
Well, hardly out my way.
Wasn't it in Manchester?
No, the graffiti club. Didn't she tell you it was Alec Gilroy?
Yeah, she mentioned Mr. Gilroy, but I didn't connect him with the bloke you work for.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit of a cowboy, isn't he?
Well, maybe, but I mean, he does know the show business scene.
Yeah. Still, I don't suppose anything will come of it. Bye now.
Alec Gilroy. Seemingly he gave her an audition and he was very impressed with her. Oh, she was that excited this morning.
Well, she's in for a big letdown, poor kid. I mean, he's definitely bad news as far as she's concerned.
Well, you used to be a client of his. You can't have thought so badly of him.
Listen, I could handle myself. Jenny's a baby. And the sort of places he has contact with, well, believe you me, they're no places for a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, she's going to be very upset when you tell her.
I doubt she'll take a blind bit of notice. I mean, she thinks my mission in life is to stop her having any fun.
Well, you'll have to say something to Alan then. You still seeing him?
Very much so. That's 2 nights on the trot now. And I'm going to invite him for his tea tonight. All right.
Is it, well, serious then?
I think it could be. Oh, he's a grand fella, Mavis, and the more I get to know him, the more... Well, let's just say, for the first time since Len died, I feel complete. Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
I forgot to pick this up this morning.
Hey, Mavis tells me that you've been talking to Alec Gilroy.
More than talking, he's going to be my agent. Isn't it great?
He's not exactly Mickey Most, you know.
No, well, I'm not exactly Madonna, am I? Well, not yet.
He's a big talker, Jenny. Doesn't mean he always comes through.
I know you get disappointments in show business, Rita, if that's what you're trying to say. I'm not stupid enough to think you get to the top without some setbacks.
We've got a budding star in our hands, have we?
Jenny's got herself involved with Alec Gilroy from the graffiti club.
Didn't he used to be your agent?
Well, then, if he's good enough for you, he can't be all that bad for me. Unless you just want to put the mockers on it for me like you usually do. I know I was a bit of a pathetic mess, Rita, when you first took me in, but I wish you'd realise that I'm grown up now and I don't need you or nobody else to look out for me because I can take care of myself.
See? I knew exactly what had happened.
Sorry, was that me opening me big mouth?
Ah, no, make no difference. Gilroy will probably tell her himself anyway. Whatever. I mean, she's not going to take any notice of me. I'm permanently cast in the role of the bad fairy.
Or the wicked stepmother.
Right, so where we're going tonight then, girls? The world's your oyster. So long as it's no more than an hour's drive away and you chip in with petrol.
Well, how about Southport? Well, that's not more than an hour, and Lord Street's got some real classy pubs.
Hey, Vera, do you reckon you should?
Well, why shouldn't I?
Yeah, why shouldn't you?
Look, I'm a fully qualified driver now. It's all legal and proper. Do you want to have a look at my licence?
No, thank you. I've already seen it 65 times. Come on, let's face it. You've only had it a day. You haven't even been round flipping block on your own, never mind seaside.
Do you know, it's marvellous, confidence your mates have in you.
Oh, I've got confidence in you, Vera.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you want a free trip out.
It's not free. I'm paying me whack.
Anyway, we're going out with Court.
We certainly are.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear?
Oh, one of me slinky little sexy numbers, you know. It'd be great, kid, won't it? Trying along prom, on boating lake.
On the pleasure beach.
Be like a mini holiday, won't it? Shame they'll on a bit two of us, so all that empty space going spare.
Well, go on then, I'll come. On one condition, you stick to lemonade.
Oh, look, I'm not daft enough to pull a stroke like our Jack did when we did prize bingo. I'm not daft enough to lose my licence before ink's even dry.
And that you don't show off and start overtaking everything in trousers.
But I'll go 20 mile an hour, Court. 15 if you like. Better still, I'll let you get out and walk.
And Vera,
I thought you said there were only one condition.
And that you don't take no shortcuts down no dark country lanes.
You what? Listen, when me and my lovely little motor get stuck down a country lane, it certainly won't be with your silly flopper here.
Oh, good you're in. Have you got any air gel you could lend me?
Yeah, sure. Why, have you got something special on?
Yeah, it's the end of term disco at school. There'll be a load of kids there, but I might as well drop in for half an hour.
Yeah. Go on in, I'll go and get it for you.
I don't care. She'd got no business refusing.
Dare say she felt she'd done enough.
I mean, Mr. Baldwin's always treated me right. Oh, hello, love. I didn't see you stood there. Come on in.
I've just come to borrow something from Sally. Oh. What have you done to your foot?
Oh, I had a bit of an accident. How's things with you, then? How's your dad? Still friendly with Mrs. Fairclough, is he?
Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, guess what? I'm turning professional. I've got an agent now, and I'll be singing in clubs.
I thought you were still at school.
No, I'm leaving as soon as I can. I mean, you don't need an O-level to cut an LP.
And what's your father got to say about all this?
Oh, he's tough to bits for me. Over the moon.
I suppose he does realise you're only 15.
So, Samantha Fox was only a bit older when she started.
Yeah, she didn't start as a singer, though, did she?
No, I reckon if I started the same way she did, he would have something to moan about. Hey, you were supposed to be thinking of a station name for me.
Oh, I was, wasn't I? How about Carrots Bradley? No, hang about, can just see it now. Ginger Bones Bradley, just see it on top of the pot. Ginger Bones Bradley in the brats.
I'll thump you, Webster.
Hey, if anybody's going to thump him, it's going to be me. What's going on anyway?
I'm singing professional.
Eh? Certainly beats ironing flipping shirts for a living.
You don't iron no flipping shirts.
No, and Mrs. Ogden shouldn't either when she goes back. That snotty Susan Baldwin only expecting me to do her husband's laundry.
What's wrong with her doing it herself?
What's wrong with him doing it himself?
She was willing to pay for it.
Yeah, well, some people are willing to pay for having the smelly drains unblocked, and I'm not doing that either.
Do you know, I don't understand you young girls today. I don't, honest. We was brought up to believe that's what being a woman was all about. Looking after your man, keeping a good table and a nice clean home.
There's more to life than spending it on your knees looking under bed for fluff, Mrs. Ogden.
Oh, that's all very well, madam, but somebody's got to do it.
Fine, great, they can. So long as it isn't me.
Oh, me. Now, one of these days, I'll have my own maid, my own makeup girl, my own stylist.
Your own divorce lawyer.
Hello, love.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. You're back early.
Well, I got Mike Baldwin coming round. I'm working out a plan for his factory.
Will you be staying long?
About an hour or so away.
I just thought we might do something together later, you know. I mean, only if you're free. It's just Alex manning the bar tonight, so I don't have to go in.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, I don't know what Jenny's plans are, you see.
Oh. Well, it was just an idea, you know, forget it.
No, listen, Gloria. It's a nice idea, and I would like to see it. It's just that...
Just the what?
Well, I'm not sure where all this is leading.
Does it have to be leading somewhere? I mean, can't we just be good friends who enjoy being together?
Yeah, but things don't stay like that, do they? You know, I hurt Patty enough in my time, and I just don't want to hurt anybody else.
Nobody's going to get hurt, Alan. I'm a big girl. Look, if you want to see me, say so. If you don't, that's okay too.
Say 7:30 then.
7:30.
$8413.
Alan?
Yes?
It's Rita.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I was just wondering if you could pop round for a few minutes. I know you got Mike coming, but I thought afterwards.
Yes, that'll be all right.
Only, there's something I'd like to discuss with you about Jenny.
What time?
6-ish?
Yeah, that'll be okay.
Oh, smashing. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye.
Bye, love.
Something you want to discuss about Jenny, hmm?
You were quite right. I ought to put him in the picture about that weasel Gilroy. Are you smiling at, Riley?
Things have been in the state of flux these last few months, you know.
Yeah, it must have been quite an upheaval. You ever thought of giving up your bachelor life?
What, like you did, you mean?
Oh, no, well, that's different, isn't it? It's just that if you were thinking of it, I highly recommend it.
I don't know so much. You know what they say about once bitten?
Oh, come on. You're not trying to tell me you're leading the life of a monk?
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Unfortunately?
Well, in a way it is. I mean, I'm seeing Rita, you know that. But there's Gloria as well.
You're seeing Gloria as well?
Yeah, on the QT, of course.
Oh, don't worry. No one to hear anything from me.
Lovely ladies, both of them. But that's the problem. I mean, whichever way I turn, I'm beginning to feel like a louse.
Well, have you promised either of them anything? You know, wedding bells, orange blossom, that sort of thing?
No, nothing like that.
Well, you could have no worry about then, have you? You're a free agent, entitled to play the field. So you enjoy it while you can. Because, believe it or not, sooner or later, and take it from an expert, one of them's going to get a ring through your nose. And may the best girl win.
Oh, have you got a cup of tea to calm me shattered nerves? Talk about excitement's too much for a little lad like me.
Why, what's happened? What have I missed? I wish this foot had hurry up and get better.
Oh, it's only my mum launching herself on a maiden voyage. You think she was entering into the Monte Carlo rally, the fussy maid? Why? Where are they going? Well, it started off as Southport, ended up as Saddleworth. I reckon they'll be lucky if they get to the end of our street.
And how does your dad like having a chauffeuress?
No, she's not took him. It's strictly a girls' night out. That Shirley What's-It was supposed to be going from work, but she chickened out at the last minute. Some tale about a mum's chip pan catching fire. Likely story.
Can't be that bad. Otherwise they want to give her a licence.
You want to try telling that to Ivy Tilsley? I mean, I wouldn't say she was terrified, but she wasn't half hanging onto her rosary beads as they set off.
Right, get plates out, Kevin. I've got some Chinese, a chicken chow mein and a sweet and sour pork.
Knockout, kid, is there enough for four or what?
No, there isn't.
Nice home-cooked meal would make a change. I don't like foreign stuff. It's full of all that monocycle glutamate, rots your stomach lining.
I thought you said fish and chips.
Well, I'm very sorry. Next time you can get your own rotten teas. All I've done today is run round after everybody else. And what thanks do I get? None. Nothing but a load of complaints. Do you know what? Your mother's got the right idea. Get yourself independent and get yourself out of this place. Because when I do it, I'm going to do it for permanent.
Don't keep having a go at Mrs. O. She's doing her best.
Her best? She won't do housework, she won't iron, she won't cook. Heaven help the fella she fetches up with, that's all I can say.
You're quite right, Mrs. O. If I ever get wed, I'm going to find myself a nice, sweet, old-fashioned girl like yourself. Well, if she's not eating this, waste not, want not, eh?
Well, this is no good. This is one of them self-service ones. So? So, have you any idea how to use one? I haven't got the foggiest, Pascal.
Hey, Rambo! How do you fancy helping a lady in distress?
Distress, that dress or no dress at all, love. What's your problem?
It's me and my backseat driver here. We fancy to run out, but with no petrol.
Petrol? I don't know about that. I mean, they do digital watches, garden furniture, horrible little sherry glasses, but I don't know about petrol.
Oh, come on, don't be daft. Do you know how to work these things or what?
Do you want me to do it for you?
Hey! I told you we'd find a night at the road.
Brand new little motor, eh? Lucky your old man lets you use it.
It's not blaming his, it's mine.
Is that right? Career girl, are you?
Yeah, I'm in fashion.
A buyer?
Could say that, Cock. I'm always buying.
Right. There you go, girls.
All time.
Have a good time.
We're having a ride up to Dog and Gun, you know, near Saddleworth. You're quite welcome to join us if you like.
That's if we ever get there. We've gone round St. Flipping Island 16 times.
Thanks, darling, but Mrs. is waiting at home for me for a tea. They're not all independent little ravers like you know.
Oh, I wish I'd have my hair done. There's nothing wrong with your hair. It's shapeless. It wants a trim.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I think my Mike Baldwin took much longer than I thought.
Oh, that's all right, Alan. I'm just glad you could come. Would you like a cup of tea? We've just brewed.
No, thanks, no.
Oh, well, I'll just get mine.
You said something about Jenny.
Yes, you know, she's got herself involved with Alec Gilroy, don't
Yeah. Well, I gather he's going to get us some club work, is that right?
Put a stop to it, Alan. I'm not saying he's a crook, but he mixes with some very dodgy people. And the sort of places he has contact with, well, I wouldn't like my teenage daughter to be seen in them.
Is that right? See, Gloria seemed to think he was okay.
Well, with all due respect to Gloria, she knows naught about him. I do. I was on his books myself some years back. I survived because I was old enough to know my way around. Jenny isn't.
Well, thanks for telling me, Rita. I appreciate it. Although I doubt if Jenny will.
Well, I tried to warn her, but she won't listen to me.
I don't know whether she listens to me all that much, but I think it's put your foot down dead time, don't you?
Not going.
Well, yeah, I want to talk to Jenny and nip this thing in the bud before it goes any further.
Oh, well, it's not that urgent. I mean, it can wait till later. Only, I thought you could come back with me and I'd cook us a meal. Can't promise it'll be as fancy as last night, but we don't want to go out all the time, do we?
Oh, love, I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, see.
It's just that I've made other arrangements, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a ring tomorrow, eh?
Yes.
Okay, bye now.
See you. Bye. And good luck with Jenny.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi.
What you doing?
This is a quaint old Lancashire custom known as ironing.
I thought Hilda did that.
She does when she's here. I'm not stuck at home with a sprained ankle.
And what about the girl I thought she was standing in for?
The girl has drawn up very clear demarcation lines on what she will and won't do. And ironing apparently falls into the latter category.
What a cheeky little... Well, didn't you put her straight? We are paying her, aren't we?
It's not worth arguing about it, love. Hopefully Hilda will be back soon.
Do you want her back?
Well, I certainly wouldn't employ young Sally, even if she'd stay. Her idea of cleaning is bopping around with her eyes closed to style council's latest hits. It's more like aerobics with a duster than housework.
That's just that, well, I thought we could pension Hilda off. You know, give her a few bob and manage between us.
Between us?
Well, I'm not exactly hopeless, you know.
Mike, there are the men who quite naturally and happily take part in the domestic chores. And then there are the men like you.
Oh, anyway, what we arguing about? The place isn't any bigger than a postage stamp. It'll be different when we get a house.
Oh, I see. You mean that you needed someone to do all the dirty work before you got married, but now you've got your own little resident char?
Oh, don't be stupid, darling.
Mike, I told you when we got engaged. I want a career. I don't mind cooking and ironing the odd shirt, but don't try and turn me into a housewife, love. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking domesticity. There's plenty of girls I know want nothing more. But I do.
That's an absolute load of rubbish. She's just saying this out of spite.
Oh, come on. Why would she want to do that, eh?
How do I know? Maybe she's jealous.
Jealous of what?
Of me, because I'm young and got everything ahead of me, and she's old and past it.
Jenny, that's a very rude and very stupid thing to say. Rita's only got your best interest at heart.
Well, she needn't bother, because it's sugar all to do with her anyway.
Well, it's to do with me, and I'm telling you to forget Gilroy, right? He's a load of rubbish.
He's not. She's a rotten liar.
Jenny, don't...
He's a pro, and he knows the scene, and what's more, he says I've got talent.
Well, if that's true, other people will recognise it, won't they? Listen to me, love. Give it a couple of years, eh? Concentrate on your schooling, that's the most important thing. And then, when you're more able to cope, we'll get you a proper agent.
Mr. Gilroy is a proper agent, and I'm sticking with him, and school's got nought to do with it.
Oh, yes, it has, young lady.
Mr. Gilroy says I've got a lot to learn, and I won't learn it from no school.
Now, you listen to me.
Hiya. I was wondering, do you want me to get a takeaway tonight? Uh-oh. Wrong moment.
Gloria, you tell him. Rita Fairclought's only gone and poked her nose in and put block on it with Mr. Gilroy.
Well, why would she do that?
Because she's known him from years back, and he's totally the wrong kind of influence for a girl at that age.
Well, don't you think perhaps she's being just a bit old-fashioned?
Yeah, of course she
is. I mean, Jenny's a sensible girl, and it's not as if you won't be keeping an eye on her.
She is going to forget the whole daft idea, and that is final.
I think you're being very hard on her, Alan. I mean, I think he's harmless. I wouldn't have introduced them otherwise.
Bloody well wish you hadn't.
Oh, see. I was only trying to help.
Well, you'd help a damn sight more if you talked her out of this singing nonsense and told her to go back to school, where she'd amount to something.
Amount to more than a common barmaid, you mean?
Come on, don't you start twisting everything I say.
Oh, Alan, I don't know what's come over you.
Well, I'll tell you, shall I? I'm sick of being manipulated, that's what, by you, by her, by everybody.
Awful thing
Hey,
to say, Dad.
You shut up. You've caused enough trouble already.
Don't blame Jenny, Alan. Blame me. I thought I was doing the right thing, and obviously I wasn't. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry too, Gloria. It's just that, I'm under a lot of pressure at the moment, so perhaps you better leave things for a while. What do you think?
You can leave things permanently as far as I'm concerned.
How'd you get on last night?
How do you mean?
We're there in the Dreamobile.
Well, I'm still in one piece, aren't I?
Oh, well, that's something to be thankful for.
Mind you, my nerves were in shreds by the time I got home.
What, with her driving, you mean?
Oh, no, that were bad enough. It was worse when we stopped. We were running out of petrol, so we pulled into this place. I said, don't stop here. I said, it's self-service. Get somebody to help you. I can do it, said Vera.
Could she?
Could she heckers like? We had to have a fella to help us in end, and he thought she were crackers.
Well, he's not far wrong.
You are? He should have been with us. You know that island by New Asda?
Yeah.
She went round there 3 times before she found her way out. I kept saying, this one, this one. She took knock a blind bit of notice.
So that's your last trip out with her?
Oh, I don't know. It's funny, but in some ways she weren't as bad as I thought she'd be. In fact, I felt quite safe when she was actually driving.
Well, I think she's very fortunate to have you to go out with her.
Yeah, so do I. Not my turn and orchid.
Oh, listen to Cocky Locky. It were her idea in first place.
Oh, I'm still keen. I mean, especially now you come back with now broken.
Oh.
Did you see the time?
Oh, cracky, yes.
See you, love.
Yes, bye-bye.
Now, you be careful if Vera asks you to go out with her. You know what you're like at saying no.
Oh, thank you very much. You're not saying no so often yourself these days.
Hi, Jenny.
Thank you very much. Any trouble?
No more than usual.
Oh. I see we're back to happy little Jenny again. She was like that when she went out.
Oh, well, I know what's brought all that on. It's been me telling Alan about Alec Gilroy last night. He's obviously told her what I said, so I'm back to being the interfering old bag.
Well, I should hope not after all you've done for her.
Oh, come on, Mavis. Haven't you learned that lesson yet? You can bring a child up for the first 20 years of its life. 2 wrong words, you wipe the lot out.
It's not just Jenny, though, is it? It's Alan you don't want to upset.
Who says?
I say.
Well, keep your remarks to yourself.
Oh, come on. Don't be so touchy. He's very fond of you, is Alan.
Where did you read that? Back of a sugar bag?
No, I didn't. And anyway, if you're right about Jenny, then it means that Alan took more notice of you than of anybody else. Or are you too stupid to work that out for yourself?
Do you want a good hiding?
Well, if you're as good at fighting as you are at working things out, I'll take you on. Come. I'm sorry, Mrs. Ainsworth. We were just having a bit of fun.
She's leading on point.
Hey.
Oh, it would be you.
Oh, don't say I've embarrassed you on top of everything else.
On top of what?
Oh, that's a good start. I was hoping you'd forgotten.
Forgotten what?
Last night, all that talk about Alec Gilroy after you've been singing his praises.
Oh, well,
wasn't singing his praises. I don't know him that well. I was just speaking as I found.
Yes, I should have realised that instead of sounding off. It was Jenny that upset me with all that talk about giving up her studies.
Oh, she didn't mean it.
I wish I could be sure.
She didn't. Do you want me to have a word with her? Or would you rather Rita did it?
Rita? Why Rita?
Oh, just something Jenny said, you know. Got the impression Rita had quite a bit of influence over her.
Not really, no. Although she was a foster mother for a while, we mustn't forget that. And she was talking about Alec Gilroy from personal experience, you know.
Yeah, well, he's never done me any harm. And I really think he'd do the best he could for Jenny. Still, I understand you're preferring to take Rita's advice. She is older than me, and wiser.
But not as beautiful first thing in the morning.
Oh? How do you know?
You see, I don't have to go looking for trouble, do I? I can talk my way into it without even trying. No, what I meant was...
I know what you meant. You were trying to make me feel better.
So you do feel badly, then?
No. I shouldn't have interfered, should I? Should have left you to it. I mean, you're quite capable of doing what's right for Jenny without me putting me 2 pennies in.
Well, it's nice to know somebody thinks we're worth spending tuppence on.
Well, as long as we're still friends.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, then. Get off to work. Unless you've got time for a cup of coffee.
Oh, there's nothing I'd like better. I'm going to meet Mike Baldwin in 5 minutes.
A job?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Good luck, then.
Good, thanks. Bye, then.
Bye, then. Go on. Don't keep the boss waiting.
Oh, blimey. Why didn't you tell me it was 9:30?
Oh, did nobody teach you how to tell the time, then?
Listen, you, beautiful you may be, but you're not too old for a good hiding.
Just you try it. I had karate lessons in Newcastle. We can see if they worked.
Oh, not likely. Now, listen, don't you realise I've got to be with Alan Bradley in 2 minutes?
Well, go on, then. I'm not stopping you.
Your car's being serviced, isn't it, eh? I'm waiting for you, aren't I? You're the one with a cranky boss.
Who's not expecting me till later. Oh. I'm waiting around to have a word or two with our glamorous char lady.
Oh, Hilda?
No, not Hilda. Cheeky Sally.
Well, what do you want to see her for?
I'm giving her the sack. Well, she's no use, Mike. She's cheeky and she's obstinate and she doesn't like me. And I don't like her.
Yeah, but... Well, she's a good worker, isn't she? I mean, who's going to do the chores if you get rid of her?
It's easy. We can split it between us, like you suggested. Or do you fancy washing or ironing?
I fancy getting to work. And I'll tell you what, give that girl my sympathy. The mood you're in, she's in for a very rough ride.
I shall do no such thing.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh, hello, Hilda. Wasn't expecting you.
Oh, yes, well, I got to thinking and I decided young Sally wasn't really up to it, so I give her the push. Any road I can do with the exercise. Give this body of mine an easy time, it goes soft on me.
We can't be having that, can we? Come in, give yourself a drink. I'll get my disappointed wife out of the way.
What's she disappointed for?
Oh, she wants to let off a bit of steam, so I think I'll open the sliding roof and let her blow it out of there. Come on then, Fanny, let's be having you. Thanks for coming, Hilda.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Upton.
Yes, well, if you can't rely on me, it's a poor do. Go on, get yourselves off. Your worries are over.
You are not kidding, Hilda? You are not kidding.
Good to see you back in the yard this morning, Spider.
Oh, I'm glad somebody's pleased to see me.
Everyone's pleased.
Hilda couldn't wait to get back on the job, though, could she?
Well, that's because you looked after us so well, innit?
Of course it is.
You know, we should have got some beans or mushy peas with this lot, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
There's some beans in there, they just want eating up. You want them?
Yeah, knock out, go on.
Right.
Oh, good, you got yourself something.
How'd you get on?
Marvellous. Were they glad to see me? Mr. Baldwin was as nice as pie. You know, she might be all right at some things, young Sally, but she's a bit come day, go day. Hadn't done half the job she was supposed to do. Not proper any road. Still, what can you expect from a flighty kid? Work's a dirty word to them.
What are you doing in there? I work here. I've been looking after things, I've been doing the housework, I've been feeding everybody while you've been laid up, or have you forgotten? And I have got another job to go to, so if I can leave you with them beans, they're on a low light. See you back at the yard, Terry.
Yeah, ta-ra, kid. Nice one, Mrs. O.
Why didn't you tell me?
You changed your tune, haven't you? Wanted to go out with me after the performance you gave yesterday.
Well, she let you take Muggins out here first, didn't she? See if you brought me back alive. Seeing as you have, she's willing to take a chance.
Don't be silly. I've always thought Vera was a good driver. Well, I've said so, haven't I? Haven't I?
Well, where do you want to go, any road?
That club Carol Broadbent's always going on about. The Pink Flamingo.
Where's that when it's home?
Patchycroft.
Patrick Cross sounds more like Las Vegas.
Carol says she's never had a better night out. So did Joyce Tompkins.
Well, she wouldn't know a good night out if it hit her in teeth.
Look, do you want to go or don't you?
But what's it like? I mean, what do they do?
Well, there's a bit of cabaret, a bit of bingo.
Hey, you don't sound bad.
Bingo in a nightclub?
Well, it's ladies only Wednesdays.
Oh, see, it's one of them, is it?
No, it's not one of them. It's high class. Carol took her mother.
Well, we all know Sissy Broadbent, don't we? Come on, Council, that's a rescue workmen when they were tarmacking Ackroyd Street.
Will you stop pouring cold water?
Oh, we'll go. We'll give it a go, kid. I'll pick you up at 6:30.
Oh, you won't be disappointed.
Hey, I better not be either. Do you know, I know the work hard and all that, but do you know there's just, oh dear, I wish your princess died.
Oh, come on.
Well, don't foresee any problems. That is only a rough copy, that, is it? Yeah. But, I mean, we'll get you better than that. Let's just for you.
Right. Yeah, but these exterior ducts, they're not going to stand out like a sore thumb, are they?
No, they'll all be hidden around the back. I might need a couple, actually. Say there and there. You'll hardly notice them.
I'm not saying this is a thing of beauty, but...
No, don't worry. We won't spoil its good looks.
Oh, we're talking of good looks. Do you fancy bringing one of your lady friends to dinner tonight? I mean, if it gets your number, bring both of them.
Oh, no. One will be enough. Yeah, thanks very much. What time do you like it?
8:30. You sure you got a woman left of you? I mean, if they find out about each other, they're both likely to give you the push.
You may be used to this sort of thing, but I'm not. In fact, I'm blowed if I know how I got into it in the first place.
Stop kidding yourself. Just relax and enjoy it while you can. Having 2 of them on the go's better than having none any day of the week.
Yeah, if it can cope.
From what I've seen of you, I think you can cope all right. Come on, let's go in the office.
Afternoon.
Well, hello, you've got to work with this lot. Think you can manage?
What about us? Can we manage?
Well, just about.
No matter, love, I look after you.
Are you getting a cue of you? We'll all look after him.
Oh, come on.
Looks like you got the pick of the neighbourhood. And I bet that lot have never been called the pick of anything before. You made up your mind which one you're going to bring?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, good. Well, you can phone from the office. Then I'll phone my one and only.
You mean she doesn't know yet?
You look after your women, I'll look after mine.
Tonight? Yes, fine. Hey, we're very honoured, aren't we? Not heard of anybody else being invited. Well, I knew that. Didn't think it because of me for a minute. All right, Big Ed, what time? Right, I'll be ready. You will not put that aftershave on. You with me. Bye. Hey, that's a nice surprise. Alan and I are going to the Baldwins for dinner tonight.
Oh, lovely. Anyway, I'm just up to the warehouse to do battle with that man Sanderson. Bye.
See you later.
Hello.
Hello, Gloria. Not seen much of you since the fire.
No, I just wanted to clear the air about this Alec Gilroy business. Alan tells me you're not keen on Alec, and, well, I just want you to know I got Jenny that audition in good faith.
I never thought any different, love. Sure, Alan didn't either.
Well, I wish I could be that sure. He gave me a right dressing down.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. We were getting on like a house on fire.
Oh, dear. Well, I didn't do it on purpose, but with knowing Gilroy
No,
of
I'm not
old, I just
saying
thought...
you did it on purpose, Rita. I mean, you didn't know you were upsetting anything, did you?
I didn't, no. Getting on well with him, were you?
Well, a bit more than that, I'd say. Very close, in fact. We went out together and, well, you know. I mean, we only live across the corridor, Rita. It was easy to get together without setting tongues wagging.
Of course.
Anyway, that's by the by. I just wanted to clear it up about Alec Gilroy, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Bye, Rita.
Bye.
Come on. Get yourself ready.
Hey, I am ready.
Oh, come on. Well, it's a nightclub we're going to. Not a flipping funeral parlour. Go on, get the Lorex on and slap a bit of war paint on.
Vera, you know I'm not all that keen on this.
Well, if you feel like that, you need a good night out. Go on, get the glad rags on. And look sharp, we're picking Shirl up at past.
Well, OK, but you remember what we said. No boozing. The minute I see you with a drink in your hand, I'm getting myself a taxi.
Don't be so daft. We've got one drunk driver in the family.
Yes, well, let's keep it at one, OK?
Will you get up the stairs?
I'm not going to enjoy it, Vera.
Well, force yourself!
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita, but I'm never going to go to that warehouse again. Oh, that Sanderson man, it just makes me feel that big. And I wouldn't care, but I mean, it is ignorant. It's the only word for him. Ignorant and petty-minded and insufferable. I mean it, Rita. I'm not going to go there ever again. I'll do early morning papers every day for the next 5 years, but just don't ask me to go near that warehouse.
OK. Put kettle on.
Oh, thank you very much. After the day I've had, it would be nice if you'd brewed up. Do you want to cope, or don't you want to spoil your lovely night out?
Think short of yard, then.
I've not clapped eyes on her since she stormed out of here, mate.
Oh, if only you'd told me.
Yeah, best, Mrs. O.
She didn't do all that bad at the Baldwins. It was only little things.
She'll be all right. She's a tough kid, you know.
Oh, she's not. She's very sensitive when you get to know her.
You can be too sensitive, you know.
Yeah, I know, but... Well, she's dead proud of the way she handled things while you was laid up. I mean, it's the first time she's ever taken any real responsibilities in her life. Well, I reckon she made a damn good job at it.
Oh, she did, yeah, she did.
Hey up, she's here.
Oh, come and sit down, love. Yours is in the oven, it won't have spoiled.
Oh, I don't want anything to eat. I've just come for a word with Kevin.
Why? What's up?
Come out here and I'll tell you.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Oh, well, I can see you've all been scragging.
We've been worried, I'm telling you.
All right, well, you needn't have bothered. I've been back home. My mum and dad says they'll have me, and that's where I'm going.
You going back after all you said?
There's a lot being said here. Right?
Yeah, well, he's been upset here, hasn't it? It won't be long before he's back to normal.
Normal? Who wants normal? I'm going tonight, Kevin, and I don't want to see you.
Look,
I don't want a scene. What time did you tell them?
Oh, 8:30.
Well, why couldn't you be a bit more definite? I mean, look at us, hanging around, not knowing what's happening.
Of course we know what's happening. He phoned and confirmed, didn't he? Now stop going on. They'll be here.
And I could have done with a bit more notice as well. But trust you, everything on the last minute.
What do you mean last minute? You had 7 hours notice.
And I needed every minute of it. Food doesn't buy itself, you know. It doesn't cook itself either.
You're right. You got a couple more buttons to press on the oven.
You cheeky devil.
They are, the buzzer. They're here. You satisfied?
Well, go on then, answer it.
Hello there, how are you? Yeah, yep, found it all right.
Yes, we did, thanks.
This is lovely, Susan. Hello, isn't this
Hello,
lovely?
Susan.
Sit yourself down. What can I
lovely,
get you to drink?
Vodka, if you've got any, please.
Warrington's finest and tonic.
Slimline, if you've got it.
We've got it, but I don't think you need it. What do you say?
No. I feel pretty honoured tonight.
So you should. She looks terrific.
Oh, thank you. It's just a little old rag I threw on.
I'll buy you some old rags if you could look like that, didn't you?
Hey, now that's not fair. Susan looks terrific too.
Thank you. I think we girls should stick together. We're not going to get any compliments out of these two.
Oh, I don't know. Thank you.
Yes,
He
dear.
has said one or two nice things. Though, to be honest, I think these fellas have so many lady friends, sometimes can't think who they're talking to.
I don't think we can be too sure, either.
I'm damn sure we can't.
Still, I've always gotten beaten at one game. And I think he's getting a bit fruity. I just opened that oven door and he comes running.
Go on then, open it.
See what I mean? It's all they want us for. Shall we sit down then?
Well, what do you say, Alan? Shall we take a chance or shall we go down to town so we can pick up?
Let's take a chance, shall we?
Right.
Why not? You're already taking one.
Rita, do you want to sit here? And Alan,
Here.
do you want to look at him?
Thanks.
No. Why shouldn't we have the choice? Tell you what. I'll sit here facing Mike, if he doesn't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Sorry, mate.
Look, don't be daft. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get up tomorrow and we'll go and fix that flat up. That's what we was going to do in the first place. So nothing's lost. What do you say?
I say no. Not
Not till I've had 6 months rest. I'm not cut out for drudgery, Kevin. Just found out. Slavery, and I haven't got what it takes to be a slave. I haven't got Hilda's energy, and I haven't got Susan Baldwin's money, and... Till I get one or the other, I'm going home. Don't worry, I'm not running out of your life. You won't get rid of me that easy. Probably see you sometime tomorrow. Can I say goodbye? Bye, Mrs. Ogden. Bye, Terry.
She's going home.
Oh, well, if you have any trouble...
Yeah, I'll let you know.
She'll be all right.
Flipping better be.
Well, it looks a right dump.
Shut up, you'll get us chucked out before we get in there.
Just look at that. Still, I might have known if it appeals to Sissy Broadbent. It'd be full of common women screaming their heads off.
Shut up, will you?
I'm not going in there. Tonight's magnificent old Adrian Thorolson. Iceland's hottest export. You're not getting me in there, I'm telling you. Oh, come on. It's only a bit of fun.
Sure you won't have that one for the road?
No, I've got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're joking, there's no such time.
Not for you men, maybe. But they have their own set of rules, don't they, love?
Haven't they just? Oh, I never showed you that jumper, did I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, come on, it won't take a minute.
Okay.
Just through there.
I thought you had to get up in the morning.
Rita's in a funny mood, isn't she? What you been doing to her?
Nothing that I know of.
Oh, well, that could be it. But then when aren't they in a funny mood?
You may well ask.
Look at her. Look at her. She's the one that didn't want going because it was coming.
Hey, you! Shut up, you. I was enjoying myself, wasn't I, Adrian?
They were horrible.
He wasn't not horrible. He was lovely and cuddly.
You made a right exhibition of yourself. You don't have to get up on the stage.
Well, you miserable, would you? And it was me that he fancied anyway.
Oh, stop kidding yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, about them then.
It's disgusting.
But he threw them at me.
Well, you didn't have to catch him.
Leave him at the back door.
Yeah, before he gets his death of cold.
I shall do no such thing. Memories.
She's going to hurt herself in the morning, you know.
All right, come on. Why are you in such a funny mood?
Don't you know? Don't you really know? Can't you sense it? Can't you sense that an episode in this little boy life of yours is over?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you? No, you really don't, dear. You really think you can have your cake and eat it, don't you?
You're talking about Gloria, aren't you?
That's right. I'm talking about Dory.
Well, is it so difficult to understand? I mean, I like you both. In different ways, but I like you both very much.
Can't. Well, you can, but there comes a time when you have to make a decision. And that time came today.
If you think...
Oh, come on, Alan, grow up. You fancy two women. Two women fancy you. Equality being what it is, they won't have much say in the matter. It's up to you. So start the car, take me home, then go back to that flat of yours and think and decide. Playtime's over.
It's not that...
Go!
You really do look terrific tonight, you know.
Go!
All right, Louie.
Is petrol on then?
No, I was just about to do it then, love.
Have you been meddling in my handbag? Yeah, haven't you? I must be going daft leaving it down here.
What are you on about?
My bag that were daft enough to leave down here last night. Have you been in it?
I shall treat that remark with the contempt it deserves.
I know exactly how much is in, you know. £17 off.
You were accusing me, your husband, of robbing your handbag. It's outrageous.
Oh, don't come the injured innocence with me. I know you. I ought to.
Well?
Well, it seems to be all here.
You have said some wicked things to me in your time. Well, that just about takes the biscuit, that does. As if I would go in your handbag. I'm hurt now, Vera.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I shouldn't have said
Too
that.
late to be sorry. Too late to be sorry. I'm wounded now. Deeply wounded.
Honest, love, I'm sorry. Hey, I'll make some breakfast, eh?
After what's been said, I don't know whether I could force it down me.
Oh, go on, love. Bacon butties, eh? Go on.
Nothing like a cold shower. Get you going first thing in the morning.
You want an orange juice?
Yes, please, darling.
Any toast?
No thanks. Coffee'd be fine.
You know, I've been thinking about what Rita was saying last night in the bedroom.
What do you mean about Alan?
She definitely seems to think he's got some other girlfriend. Did you know something about it?
Me? No idea.
Honestly?
Look, if Alan has got two birds on the go at the same time, and I say if, because we've only got Rita's word to go on, he hasn't been bragging to me about it.
Oh, yeah, that's just the male way of looking at things, isn't it? If a man's got two women, it's something to brag about.
Alan's age, I'd say, yeah.
And this is the first you've heard of it?
Look, Rita could be mistaken. A man is innocent until he's proved guilty.
Yeah, but a woman knows.
What is it, this woman's intuition or something, is it?
I'd know if you were two-timing me.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Oh, well, better not do it then.
Just you dare.
My God, talk about deformed up.
Vera, I feel terrible. Have you got any headache pills, love? I thought I'd got some, but I can't find them.
I should have some somewhere.
Oh.
Here, get some water while I finish my plastering. I'm not surprised you'll feel bad, you know. Right, you shoved some stuff last night, kid, you did. Feel all right, me, though. I didn't have much, did I, with driving? That's one thing you'll not catch me doing, drinking and driving. Now I've got my lovely little motor. Nobody's taking them keys off me.
Well, you shouldn't have let me drink as much.
Shouldn't have let you. There were no stopping you. Hey, you had a great time, though, kid.
Oh, you had the right exhibition yourself, didn't I?
Hey, you and that fella, that male stripper.
Don't remind me, Vera.
Get him off, you were shouting. Come on, lad, show us what you're made of.
I don't know what come on with me showing myself up like that.
He liked you, though, that stripper.
Oh.
Well, till he ripped his underpants.
Hey?
Don't crack on, you don't remember. He threw him in the audience and you caught him. You won't give him them back. You even come out of the club with him. What have you done with him, any Rod?
I don't know. I must have given it to Shirley when we were in car.
Well, don't ask me, kid. I was so busy trying to drive straight. Were you and that Shirley singing rude songs?
Oh, never again, Vera, I'm telling you, never again. Oh. Vera,
What?
you haven't said up to your Jack about this, have you, love?
Well, not yet. He was fast asleep when I got in last night. And then this morning when we got off, well, he shot straight out practically.
Well, thank God for that. Listen, you won't tell him, will you, love? Oh, and don't tell girls at work.
Well, why not? Well, it was only a bit of fun. Ain't it, great say?
No, Vera, don't tell him. Now, promise me you won't. I'm that ashamed of myself, honest. Now, I'm asking you as a favour, Vera. Don't tell him.
Well, if you feel like that, all right, kid.
Oh, thanks, love. Hey, come on. Let's get back to work. Stop Shirley telling all girls what a fool I made of myself.
Yeah, but it was a great time, though, wasn't it, kid? Hey, well-built lad, that stripper.
Oh, will you stop going on about it, Vera? Oh,
do you know what's up with you? You know what your trouble is? Eh? You try too hard to be respectable. You won't let it all hang out. Back to that stripper again, aren't we?
Oh.
Come on.
But he listens to you. Just have a word with him, please.
Oh, listen, your dad makes his own mind up about these things. He's not going to take any notice of what I say.
He will, because you work for Mr. Gilroy, don't you? So if you tell me, Dad, that he's all right, really, then he'll calm down, won't he? And he'll say it's all right for him to be my agent and get me work and...
Look, Rita knows a lot more about Alec Gilroy than I do, and according to her, he's a really dodgy fella. No, that's what's put your dad against him. And you didn't help yourself either, talking about chucking up your studies.
Oh, blimey, it's not fair.
He's only trying to do what's best, you know.
Yeah, well, it's not fair. I can take care of myself.
Yeah, well, your dad thinks that's his job.
Hey,
Oh,
can I
hiya.
have a word before you go to work?
Yeah, come in.
Thought you were going around to your mates.
I am, later.
Well, I'd like a word with Gloria in private, if you don't mind.
Oh, fine. I know where I'm not wanted.
What's she talking about, do you know?
Oh, she's fed up because you don't want her to have anything to do with Alec Gilroy.
Oh, well, she'll get over that.
Did you get everything finished up last night?
Sorry?
You know, all your paperwork in the office.
Oh, that, yes, yeah. Listen, Rita says that you had some sort of discussion with her yesterday.
Oh, well, I was just passing the shop, you know, just popped in. Well, I wanted to explain to her, really, about Alec Gilroy. I mean, I didn't know he was that dodgy, you know. Just wanted to tell her.
I see.
Why, is something wrong?
Well, the way I understand it, that's not all you talked about, is it?
How do you mean?
Well, I got the impression that you were talking about you and me. You know, our private life.
Well, might have said something. Well, Rita was asking me, you know, whether we were going out together. Well, there's nothing wrong in me telling her, is there? I mean, we don't have to tell lies about our feelings.
Just
do
that
we?
I don't like anyone knowing about our private affairs, that's all.
Well, it's not a secret about you and me, is it?
No, but I like my private life to be private. I've got to go, I'm late already.
Will I see you later?
Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'll give you a ring, eh? Peter! Teddy!
Dulcie, it's me, Jack. Jack Duckworth. Yeah, well, I was at... You're not there. Who's there with you? He's not there, is he? Good. And now listen, little flower. I was... Yeah, well, I've had a lot on, haven't I, love? Listen, I was thinking if you'd fancy a nice little trip out in my shiny new motor.
Well, it doesn't sound to me as if you had such a wonderful time last night.
It was okay.
Oh, it must be nice when you can be so blasé about it. Still, I expect when you've got a good-looking man taking you out to dinner parties, you get a bit offhand after a while.
I told you it was all right.
What were the vegetables like?
What were the vegetables like?
Yes, well, I mean, were they fresh or what? I always think that's the real test.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. They could have been frozen. I don't know.
Oh, I'd have been able to tell. Because, you see, a young girl like Susan Baldwin, well, they're not taught to cook properly, are they? I mean, they don't do proper domestic science these days. In fact, as far as I can gather it, it's the lads who are made to do domestic science, and the girls do motorbike maintenance or unarmed combat. It's all this unisex, isn't it? And then again, you see, Mike Baldwin, well, he marries a young girl. Now, what happens when the novelty wears off and he finds she can't cook? Still, I suppose in his case, he's got plenty of money that can always eat out in restaurants. Oh, it's not fair, is it?
What isn't?
Honestly, Rita, sometimes I feel I'm not having an intelligent conversation at all. I'm just talking to myself.
Well, in that case, you won't be then, will you? No.
Give me off. You're like a flaming octopus, you. Grab, grab, grab. When blokes come off the oil rigs, they're like that. I should know. I'm married to one.
Well, I've not got all day, darling, have I?
Oh, I see. But you can spare me a few minutes, can you? Well, forget it. Take me home.
Oh, don't be like that, Dulcie, darling. I mean, it's great to see you. And this could be the first of many nice little trips out for me and you.
Well, that'd be nice. I tell you what. Why don't we go and have a nice lunch in that pub we passed?
Yeah, well...
And then, when we've had a nice lunch, we could come back here, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, that'd be great. But the trouble is, darling, I've got to have the car back in the garage for 12:30, haven't I?
And what happens if you don't? It turns back into a pumpkin or something. It's not your car, is it? I thought it was a bit too good for you.
Well, of course it's my car. Well, it is in a way. Because I won it in this competition. It's just registered in the wife's name for tax reasons, like. I mean, she cracks on it's hers. Well, actually, she really does think it's hers, but what she doesn't know is I've got a spare set of keys.
Here. You've had somebody else on this back seat, haven't you? You forgot to put your pants back on.
No, them are not mine. Hellfire, our fear has had a fella.
And what are you going to do now, then? Dust it for fingerprints?
I've got all the evidence I need here. The cow. No wonder she won't let me near the cart. No wonder it was always her that was going to drive it. The lying, scheming...
And what's she doing that you aren't doing?
Hey?
Well, you're out with me, aren't you? It's sauce for the goose, you know.
Yeah, but it's different from men. Totally different. You wait till I get my hands on that cow.
And that's how you see me, is it? I'm a cow and all, am I?
No, I'm not talking about you, Dulcie, love. I'm talking about our Vera.
Well, I'm married and all, you know. But I'm here with you. So that makes me a cow, does it?
You're just confusing the issue, aren't you? It's typical of women, that. They always get everything muddled up. Get in the car.
Are we going to that pub?
Oh, we yackers like I'm taking you home. And then I'm going down to that factory, and I'm going to wait for our Vera coming out at dinner time. Let her talk her way out of them.
Well, she's already talked somebody else out of them anyway.
Yeah, well, there's no way she can deny it. I'm going to fling the evidence in her lying teeth.
I see. You're going to tell her you've been driving a car, are you?
Well, yeah.
And I suppose you'll be telling her what you've been doing in a car and all, will you?
Oh, now give over, Dulcie. This has got nothing to do with you and me. This is between me and our Vera.
And I suppose you'll be telling her how you found them things stuffed down the back seat. What have you been doing in the back seat, she'll say.
Hellfire.
I reckon you'd better have a little think before you start accusing her of anything. And I'll tell you something. You better not bring me into this. Because if I get dragged into it, I'll have to look after myself. I'll have to tell my husband you've been pestering me.
Well, Rita definitely said something to Susan last night. Because I was asked a lot of questions about you this morning. Naturally, I kept stum.
Good, because it's complicated enough already.
Well, I wouldn't say anything, would I? Not even to the wife. Any bloke that says anything deserves to be drummed out in the men's union.
Yeah. Cheers.
Good health. And you're going to need it, the tricks you're up to. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, what you're doing is a young man's sport.
Listen, Mike, nobody was more surprised than me when I suddenly found I had 2 girlfriends on the go. I didn't plan it, you know. It just happened.
Must have been nice when it was happening. So, Rita's tumbled, Jessie. What about Gloria? Does she know about Rita?
No. Well, I mean, she knows we're friendly, but she doesn't think it's any more than that.
Well, she's not going to be too happy when she finds out. And she's bound to. Then instead of having 2 birds, she'll be down to none.
Honestly, Mike, I'd settle for 1.
Oh, yeah. But which one?
Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? I like them both.
Oh, blimey, mate. That's no answer, is it? I mean, I fancy all the birds. There's only about 3 I haven't. But what you're going to make your mind up about is, which one do you like the most?
It's a tricky question. See, it depends on the mood I'm in when you ask me.
Well, they both got something going for them, haven't they? I mean, look at Gloria. She's beautiful, young.
You don't think she's too young for me, do you?
Do me a favour. I mean, you know the age difference between me and Susan. I wouldn't be warning you against younger women.
Yeah, I take your point.
Yeah, and then there's Rita. I mean, she's a very attractive woman, isn't she? Yeah, got a bit of bread, too.
Well, I wouldn't take that into consideration.
Wouldn't you? I would.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not me, are you?
True. And I'm not in the mess you're in, am I?
Now, you see, your car, you only use it for puttering about in a mile here, a couple of miles there. I bet you never get past 40, do you? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. One of these weekends, I'll take it for a nice long run for you to London or somewhere like that. Get it up to a nice good speed for you on the motorway.
Get lost. You must think I'm balmy, you. I'm telling you what I've told your father. Nobody's getting the keys to my car. And what's up with you? Something wrong with your dinner?
It'd choke me.
Ugh, blimey. Could have told me. It's gone cold now.
It's not like you to be off your phone, love. Are you saying it?
I'm second, yes.
Listen, I'll see you later. I'm off back to the yard.
All right, love. See ya. It's time I was getting across the now.
You had a right whale of a time last night, didn't you?
Yeah, but all right, you know.
Who did you go with, eh?
Well, Ivy and Shirley.
And who else, and where did he get to?
Hey, what's all this with you, wine? What stuff?
I am your husband, and I want to know what you were doing and who you were doing it with.
Well, hard luck. Don't ask you where you go, do I? No, 'cause it'd be a waste of time. All I'd get is a load of lies. Right, I'm off. And if you've got something to do, get them pots washed.
Right, now, thanks.
Ta.
Hello, Rita.
Afternoon. What is it you wanted?
I've not come to buy anything. I don't know how to put this. It's a bit awkward.
Is it about Alan?
Yeah. It's a bit difficult to explain. Only this morning, he was grumbling on at me, you know, for telling people that we were, going out together. Now, he said people, but I know he meant you.
I'll bet he did.
Well, apparently, you've been saying things to him, making comments about him and me.
You could put it like that.
Well, what I don't understand is when.
When?
Well, I know he was working late last night, but this morning when I...
That's what he told you. He was working late. My God, he must have had his work cut out these last few weeks, trying to remember what he said to who and when.
How do you mean?
You're serious, aren't you? You still haven't tumbled, have you?
Tumbled what?
You haven't got him to yourself.
Oh, look, Rita, I mean, I know he's friendly with you, and I know he's very grateful to you for helping Jenny.
There's a lot more to it than that. We've been more than friendly. We've been very close, if you like.
Well, you mean before? Well, no, I didn't know that, Rita. He never said anything.
I mean like lately, like the last few weeks, including last night.
No, that's not true. You're making it up.
Came as a blow to me, too, if you must know, when I found out about you. See, I thought I was the only one.
You. And Alan.
Me and Alan. And the reason he was getting on to you this morning is because I've spoiled his little arrangement for him. I made it quite clear last night I wouldn't have any part of his cosy little threesome any longer. Now, what you do about it, I don't know. Maybe you haven't got the same self-respect that I have, because I couldn't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I can see you're upset. Well, I was too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. I missed the bus, and you know what it's like. What's the matter?
Been treating yourself, have you?
It's got a new dress. What's wrong with Gloria?
Have a cup of tea, will you?
Look, there's something going on here, isn't there? I'm just sick of people being mysterious.
Come on, boss, you're going to have it dark.
All right. I've only got one pair of hands, you know.
Where's Gloria? Packed it in a ship.
No, she's late, that's all.
Yeah, you need me behind that bar.
I need you where you are now, that side of the bar, paying cash for your drinks.
That's women. You can't depend on them. Can't trust them a flaming inch.
Well, you don't have to tell me that. I've known that since I started wearing long trousers.
Look, Terry, if some bloke sidles up to you and says in a nervous whisper, would you like to buy 30 brand new wheelbarrows? Well, come on, it's got to be dodgy, ain't it?
I mean, clearly they're dead cheap, aren't they?
Yeah, and why? Because they're not tough, if you ask me. And anyway, if you bought them, who'd you sell them to?
Listen, I can sell anything, me, right?
Yeah, well, you might fancy running the tobacco market in strange ways, but I certainly don't.
Shut up.
I think I'm going to call the next Wednesday. I think I'll have to stop in and watch Wedding.
Vera, you know I don't like this place.
We have to drink somewhere. Here, get a lager. Hiya, love.
Hi, Mum. All right.
I see Misery Guts is in. Is he in a better bull than he was at dinner?
Dunno. Not speaking much, though.
Give us 2 lagers, Alex.
Right.
Hello, Jack.
Hiya. You have a good time, did you, last night, eh? Wild night out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Last night's little orgy.
We went to bingo.
Bingo?
Yeah, just a few games, you know.
Hey, look, 2 lagers.
Thank you.
What? Bingo. I knew it was eyes down for a full house.
Oh, is that my drink, Kate?
Come here, you. I thought you were going to keep your trap shut about last night.
I did.
Oh, did you? Well, your Jack knows something. Take notes of me knows now.
It wasn't enough for you, was it, eh? Got your mate lying for you and all.
What are you on about?
You're a good Catholic girl and you've got a lying for you.
Now listen here, you.
Shut up, Vera. You've said enough already.
And done enough, lady.
He's going round the twist. He's finally flipped his lid.
Gloria, it's me. Hey, glad to call you. I'd like a word.
Oh, yeah? I was coming to find you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, well, I just this minute got back from work.
Where have you really been, Alan?
I just told you.
Because I can't believe you, can I, Alan? Because you're a liar. And don't bother telling me any more lies. I've been to see Rita.
Oh, I see.
Is that all you can say? Can't you tell me I'm wrong, Alan? That it's all been a mistake? You can't, can you? I only wish you could.
I'm sorry, Gloria.
All those times you said you were working or you were with your pals, you were with her. Do you know, I feel such a fool. And do you know why? Because I thought we had something good, something special.
We did. And it wasn't like that, honestly.
Honestly? You can stand there saying honestly. Oh, don't make me laugh, Alan. You haven't said one honest thing to me all the time I've known you.
Gloria, listen to me, because I'm telling you the truth now. I know you're upset, and I don't blame you. But I didn't set out to hurt you or Rita. It just happened. And I just didn't know how to say to either of you, that's the end of it.
You've had a great time, haven't you? I expect you've had many a laugh with your pals about how stupid women are and how clever you are.
No, it wasn't like that. I just didn't want to have to make a choice. I still don't. I know I've got
Don't kid yourself. You've no choices left. Not as far as I'm concerned. We're finished, Alan.
Gloria, let me explain. You mean a lot to me, and I don't want it to end this way, not with you thinking this.
I thought we had something wonderful, you know. Maybe we could have had. But you killed it. You and your lies. Will you just go now?
Get them pots done before you clear off and all. Because if I come back to a sinkhole at dinner...
That's right, change the flaming subject.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you? Me and Av were at that club, weren't we?
I know what you told me.
Has he had any sudden shocks, him? Like a crate full of brown ale dropped on his head?
Doubt it. Might have improved him.
If you were at the club, why did Ivy Tilsley say you were at bingo, eh?
Because she didn't want anybody to know she'd been to a place like that, did she?
Oh, was she covering up for you?
Covering up? Look, what have I got to cover up, eh?
You tell me.
Well, I'd love to, if I'd foggiest idea what you're talking about. And I've got better things to do than play daft guessing games with you. I'll see you.
Here. Just what are you on about?
She knows exactly what I'm on about. She was no more at that club than she was at flaming bingo. And if she wasn't on her own.
I know she wasn't.
You do?
Yeah, Ivy was with her.
It's not Ivy I'm talking about, is
Hey?
it? She's seen another fella, hasn't she?
What, me mum and another fella? Get
And
out
before
of it.
you say you'd be daft enough to have her, I'm telling you, Terry, it's true. I've got the proof.
What proof?
Look, it is no joke finding out that your wife's deceiving you, having you for a right mug, you know.
Something you'd never dream of, innit?
That is not the point, is it?
Well, I'm beginning to wonder just what is the point.
Eh?
Well, if you say you've got proof, like you say you have, well, why don't you just come straight out with it?
I'll give her just one more chance to come clean, just one.
Hiya. I wondered if you fancied a coffee. I'm just making.
Oh, no, Jen. Thanks all the same.
I was planning on being glued to telly all morning, but I thought if you've got naught better to do, I wondered if you fancied popping over.
No, I don't think so.
What's up?
Nothing's up. I just don't fancy coming over, that's all.
Great morning this is turning out to be. I've hardly had 2 words out of me, Dad. I thought you might be able to spare me 5 minutes.
Sorry, Jen. I just don't feel so good this morning.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Is there I can get you?
No, Tom.
Look, you know the kettle has just boiled. I can bring one across.
Yeah.
I won't stop.
Thanks, Jen. I'm all right, honest. You know, I'm just a bit tired. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Suit yourself. See you then. You
Hey, now, I want to get these papers sorted out before I go over. It's like working in a field of sheep over there.
Right then. See you later.
All right, now.
Bye.
Be good.
Oh,
hello, Alan.
I was just about to knock.
Come in.
The bloke downstairs let me in on his way out. Is Mike around?
Yeah,
there
just
he is.
go in. No rush.
Yeah, bye now.
Hello, mate, come in.
Hi, glad I caught you.
Oh?
Yeah, the lad's got out a revised set of drawings for the factory, so I thought, you'd rather have them sooner than later.
Oh, there's no need to dash over, especially.
Well, it was no trouble. I wanted the word anyway, just to kind of put you in the picture, seeing that you were good enough to let me bend your ear.
Oh, the eternal triangle.
Yeah, but, the thing is, it's not a triangle, not anymore.
You taking the plunge?
Didn't have much option, did I?
Rita?
That's right.
I bet gorgeous Gloria didn't go a bundle on that.
Oh, you can say that again. I mean, there was me trying to do the decent thing. I let her down lightly, and what did I get?
I can imagine. Did you tell her?
She saved me the trouble. She gave me the elbow.
She did? Well, I mean, if that leaves the field clear for you and Rita,
Well, if it does, yeah.
Well, I'm not with you.
Well, I'm not the only one that had words with Gloria yesterday. Rita did, I know.
What, have you spoken to her?
Well, no, I reckoned it might be wiser to let the dust settle a bit first,
Do you know what?
What?
I reckon you're right.
Hey! Hey, go on, clean your nose, String, eh? Come on, lad. Come on, move down here.
What are you trying to do, Terry? Put us both through the windscreen? That was my mum's car. So what? You'd have to turn me into a guided missile. Somebody's nicked it, haven't they? What do you mean, nicked it? Well, it wasn't my mum driving, was it? I mean, she'll be at work now. So who was driving it? Curly, one of us has got to keep their eyes on the road. I didn't even notice it till it flashed past. You know, you're right. That wasn't your mum. That was your old fella.
He could be working out of town, you know.
Could have phoned, couldn't he?
Oh, there could be a dozen reasons.
Suppose so.
Surely you don't think that he's been having second thoughts?
Well, I did push him in a corner, didn't I?
But you can't think that he prefers Gloria.
She does have a good point, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rita. I just don't believe it. I mean, I know she's a lot younger than you are, but, well, there's more to a relationship than just, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what I was daft enough to believe and all.
Hello? Oh. Hello, Mrs. Bond. Oh, you want to cancel your papers? Yes. Just a minute. What is it, a fortnight?
Wish this car could talk.
It's a good job for us it can't. Not that we've given it much to talk about. Not yet. I'm beginning to wonder why you brought me out here.
You know why I brought you out here. All the same, I'd love to know how them pants got down back of this seat.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Jack, you've talked about no else since we flipping got here.
Yeah, well, he's thinking about us that brought it on, isn't it?
Us?
Well, I can't help thinking about our Vera and what she got up to in here.
You can talk, what you've got in mind. And I'm beginning to think that's all it is. In the mind.
You have no idea how I feel, do you? Cheated, worthless, flung on the scrap heap of manhood.
Well, if that's how you feel, there's no point me stopping, is there?
No, wait, where you going?
If you're going to spend all morning moaning about what your missus is getting up to, I'm off.
No, stay.
I mean it, Jack.
So do I. I won't mention it again, I promise.
That's more like it. I was beginning to think I was going to have a wasted journey.
No danger.
You feeling better? Oh, yeah. Yes, thanks. Way off. I'm going away. Away? Where to? I'm just going away, all right. Well, how long for? I'm not sure. Listen, Jen. Here's my spare key. Could you keep an eye on my place for me? Does my dad know? What? That you're going away, does he know? What's going on? What's happened between you two? Something has, that's for sure. Yeah, well, you'd better ask him, hadn't you? See you, Jen. Look, if you can keep an eye on the place for me, I'd be grateful. Okay?
There you are, gents.
Thank you.
Probably 120.
Well, you won't get many drunks in here.
Eh?
The rate you bought the drinks.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Baldwin. You can see how I'm fixed.
Right, well, when you've got 5 minutes, I'll have a large scotch in there.
Right. Jackie, my old mate.
Oh, not now, Alec. I've got enough problems with my old tar very much. Just put in a pint of better, will you?
I'll tell you what. You up behind this bar and give me a hand for an hour. You can have all the pints you can sup. Within reason, of course.
Where's Gloria?
Well, she's not turned in, has she? Phoned in to say she'd gone away. So, if you can see your way to giving us a hand.
You're on.
Right.
What's it you want, lads?
Did Gloria say where she was going?
No, not a word. Nor for how long. And of course she wouldn't, would she, to me? I'm only her employer.
Jenny?
Dad, you daft beggar, you nearly had me out my skin.
Well, I was just passing and I saw the door open. What are you doing in there?
She must have ordered something from catalogue. It's just come.
Well, what's it going to do with you?
She has me keep an eye on things, didn't she? She's gone.
Gone? Gone where?
Well, I don't know. She didn't say. She took a case with her. Has something happened between you two?
Did she say anything?
No, she just said that's you. Something has happened, hasn't it? She's gone away because of you, hasn't she?
Well, I couldn't let things go on the way they were, could I?
You couldn't, or she couldn't.
Sorry.
Rita Fairclough.
Look, it was my fault for getting involved with them both in the first place. I mean, I should have realised that sooner or later somebody was bound to get hurt.
Oh, we all know who that is, don't we? No wonder she couldn't get away from here quick enough. When the man you trust and love just walks in and tells you it's over just like that.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just like that. I mean, I came in to have a chat with her.
Oh, you certainly did that, didn't you? Thank you, and goodbye.
It wasn't like that. I mean, it wasn't me that gave her the elbow, you know. It was her that gave me the push.
Yeah, well, it makes no odds, does it? All adds up to the same thing. You and Rita Fairclough.
Listen, she's been very good to you, as Rita.
Oh, and that's why she tried to put the boot in with Alec Gilroy, I suppose. Well, good luck, Dad, because I reckon you're going to need it.
Jenny, will you do me a favour and leave it out? I mean, I've had it up to here these past few days, and the last thing I need is for you to turn on me and all.
Well, what did you expect? A gold flipping medal?
Yeah.
Good choice.
What are you doing in here?
Burning myself an honest crust, aren't I? Gloria's not turned in.
Give us 2 halves of Guinness then, will you?
Go up, son.
I wanted a word with you.
With me? You've not found more evidence, have you? You know, with your mother and fancy fellow.
No, I haven't. But I've got evidence of something else, though. Yeah, like someone taking and driving a car from a garage in Viaduct Street. Property of one Mrs. Vera Duckworth. And don't try denying it, because you were seen.
All right. So I borrowed it for a few minutes. Where's the crime in that?
Taking and driving a car without the owner's consent.
Can't you switch him off?
All right, Kills, knock it off, mate. Listen, you want to make yourself useful, go and grab that space over there, all right? Okay.
So just what the hell do you think you're playing at?
What am I playing at? What about your mother deceiving me, knocking about behind me back?
Don't start all that rubbish again.
Look, I'm telling you, Terry, it's true. I've got the proof.
So you keep saying I've not seen any of it yet, though.
Right. Just have a little look at them, then. Don't shoulder all the flaming world.
Where do you get them from?
Stuffed down the back seat of your mother's car. What else do you want?
Oh, get out of it. Me mum and Superman there. No way,
Look,
no
Terry, I don't think you realise the gravity of the situation. Whole sanctity of marriage is at risk here.
Well, if that's the way you see it, there's only one thing for it, isn't there? You're going to have it out with her.
But I can't, can I? How can I tell her where I found them when I'm not supposed to be in the car in the first place?
No, Dad, you put it like that. I've got to agree with you. You've got a problem.
Right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello. You haven't got any freezer bags, have you?
Yes, we have. What size would you like?
Freezer bag size?
Well, those do.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you. That's 27 pence, please. Thanks very much.
All on your own, then?
Yes, I am. Rita's gone to the wholesalers. Tell you the truth, I'm glad of the peace and quiet.
One of them days, eh?
Oh, you've no idea. In fact, I'm beginning to regret the day she ever set eyes on Alan Bradley.
Alan? Oh, what's he been up to now, then? I do know what's been going on, Mavis. Alan's been talking to Mike about it. But I was under the impression that they got it all sorted out.
Oh, well, that's not the impression Rita's got at all. I mean, he hasn't been near the place. He's not phoned, nothing.
He hasn't told her that it's all over between him and Gloria, then?
No, he hasn't. No, but his daughter has, Jenny, you see. In fact, she said that he's not feeling particularly proud of himself. And she says she wouldn't be surprised if he never wants to bother with another woman again as long as he lives. Well, you can imagine how Rita felt.
Yeah, but that's not how Mike saw it at all.
Oh.
If Alan's not been in touch with Rita, it must be because he doesn't know how she feels about him.
Well, that's not the way Rita sees it at all, I can tell you.
Jack! Jack! All right, so where's he hiding?
He's not hiding anywhere, is he? He's not in. What's up with you?
What's up with me? I've just been to get my card, haven't I?
And it wasn't there.
Oh, it was there, all right, but it wasn't the way I left it. It was facing forwards and I was backing in. He's got his hands on the keys, though God knows how. Where will I get my hands on him?
Just cool it, Mum, all right?
Cool it? Me?
Yes, you, because if you don't, you might get a little bit more than you bargained for.
What with our Jack? Oh, do me a favour. We'll see who gets more than the bargain for. Ooh.
I wanna feel your body, your body. Hello? Yeah, I'll just get in for you. Dad?
Yeah?
It's for you.
Who is it?
I think it's Mr. Baldwin.
Oh.
Dad,
Hello? Yeah, hello, Mike. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I just wondered if you could pop over for about half an hour. Yeah, tonight, if you could, about, what, 8-ish? Well, there are a couple of points I wanted to go over, you know, on those plans for the factory. It shouldn't take long. No, it just seemed a bit more civilised to discuss them over a glass of scotch here than in the factory first thing in the morning. Yeah, you're all right, mate. Well, that's great. See you later then. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Thanks, love.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Blackpool's only problem seems to
Right,
be
leave this to me. Switch that thing off.
Hello, it's only me.
Vintage trams
Have you got
carry
last night's
guests to the
newspaper,
North
Andy?
Pier before
So
it's
have
open.
I.
Is it all right if I take it?
Help yourself.
Is there something to look?
Not yet, there isn't. And if you can't stand the sight of blood, I'd go now if I were you.
Hey?
I reckon you're too late, Ivy.
Hey, you don't want to leave that car of yours out the front any longer than you've got to, you know. I've just had to move Hilda Ogden's cat off it again.
It's not half as much bother as the big rat that's been in it, though, is it?
What big rat?
Answers to the name of Jack Duckworth.
All right, Mum, all right. Just cool it, eh?
The big rat that nicked my car while I were at work. And don't deny it, because I've got proof. You lying, conniving...
You can talk!
Look, I think I'll be off.
You stay there, you. You're in this and all.
Me?
What's she got to do with that?
She has been lying through her teeth, covering up for you.
Covering up? What have I got to cover up?
Because you have got another fella.
Another fella? Me? Chance would be a fine thing.
I see. So you've started wearing them then, have you?
Where have you got them?
The back seat of your car, weren't they?
Oh, so that's where they got to.
Don't tell me you've seen these before, I know.
Yeah, of course they have. I were with her.
I don't believe it. Two of them in her car. He's one hell of a fella.
He is. You can see him yourself if you like. He performs every night a week, twice on Saturdays.
I don't believe I'm hearing this.
He's a stripper at that club we went to.
A stripper?
Yeah, I told you we'd only gone to bingo because I didn't want folk thinking I'd been to places like that.
And how did these get to be in your car then?
Because they threw him in the audience and clever cogs, they've nicked him.
I couldn't remember what I'd done with them, you know.
So now you know, right? What have you been up to in my car?
All right, Mum, all right. There's no need to blow a fuse now, is there, eh?
Blow a fuse. He's lucky I haven't blown his brains out. He nicked my car, didn't he?
I only borrowed it, didn't I? I was going to fill it with petrol.
Oh, aye. And did you?
No, they were shut.
No, likely flaming
Well, it's
story.
no less believable than you in that strip club, King, is it?
Hold on a minute, Terry. That happens to be true.
Yes, it does.
You know, I thought that marriage was supposed to be based on trust.
Yeah, well, not that I'd noticed.
Trust and understanding and mutual respect.
Oh, man, well, that's for sure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong in my marriage.
Oh, if there's going to be trouble, I'm off.
Well, he believes your story about them briefs. Now you believe him, okay?
All right, then.
Dad?
Suppose so. Have to be out of his mind to fancy her anyway.
Hey, watch it, you. I'll show you who fancies me enough. And another thing, when that petrol station's opens, I'll expect you to fill my tank.
They are. See what you've done
Get
now.
off. Hey, up. Hang on, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
The key. Come on, where do you get it from anyway?
That'd be telling, wouldn't it?
Well, come on, hand it over. Whatever you've got that, you can go in my car any time you like.
Trust, Vera. That's what marriage is all about, love.
How about you, Sue?
I'm all right, thanks, darling.
So you don't know where Gloria's gone then? No idea. Happen it's all for the best, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wouldn't have been too comfy, would it? Living next door to her for the next couple of days. Still, maybe we're able to make a new start when she comes back, eh? Oh, no, nothing like that, I promise you.
I should hope not.
Did you say you wanted to go over a couple of points on this air conditioning plan?
Yeah, but there's no rush. You're not dashing off anywhere, are you?
I'm not, no, but I was thinking of you.
No.
Oh, hello. Come on up.
Listen, if I'm going to be in the way...
You are not. Now just relax.
What was this I was hearing about your Jenny and Alec Gilroy?
Oh, yeah, as if I didn't have enough on my plate. He's only offered her a glittering career in show business, hasn't he? Like a fool, she's believed him.
Well, you put her straight, I hope.
Well, I think so. But, I mean, you never know with our Jenny. You could have eyes in the back of your head to know what she's up to.
I'll get it. Hello, Susan. Hello, come in.
All right, you look very pretty.
Thank
Summery. Hello, Alan.
Rita? Didn't know you were coming over.
Well, I asked her to come round. I thought if Mike could have his friends, why couldn't I have mine?
A vodka and tonic.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
We were just discussing a bit of business, as it happens.
Yeah, but there's no rush. We can leave that till tomorrow, can't we?
Well, it's up to you. You're the boss.
Well, if nobody's got to rush off, I think I'll put a pizza in the oven.
What a wonderful idea. There you go.
Oh, thanks, Mike. And you can come and give me a hand.
It's a very big pizza.
Did you ever get the impression that you've been set up?
I'm beginning to.
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch, Rita, but what with one thing and another, you know, it's...
Well, I thought you were avoiding me because of what I said. Then when Jenny came and told us Gloria had gone.
Well, she'll get over it, I expect.
And you?
Well, it's all in the past now, isn't it? I mean, you made it quite clear if there was any future for you and me, I had to make a choice. Well, that's exactly what I've done.
No regrets?
None whatsoever.
Only Jenny gave us the
Jenny?
impression... Oh, it went out, and I was a bit on edge anyway. What matters now, we're here, and we both know where we stand. At least I hope we do.
I think we do.
I think this is some of your handiwork, young lady, getting us both round here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll bet you don't.
Come on, let me put some ice and lemon in there.
Why not? Thanks, so.
Thanks, Mike.
What for?
For listening. I think everything's working out all right.
Well, let's hope things stay that way.
Oh, they will, don't worry.
As long as Rita doesn't find out what really happened.
What do you mean?
Well, it was Gloria gave you the elbow, not the other way round.
Kevin?
Come in, Mrs. O. Blimey, how do you expect me to do a morning's work with that inside me? I'll be bloated as a pig.
Oh, you get a good breakfast inside you, you'll not go far wrong.
Yeah, so you keep telling us. How come you're not having one then?
Oh, quite happy with my tea and toast, thank you. Hey, not often I get an invitation like this, is it? All printed with gold edging. Dr. and Mrs. Lowther request the pleasure of the company of Mrs. Hilda Ogden and guest on the occasion of the celebration of their ruby wedding. Oh, times like this I miss my Stan, you know. First time we ever got an invite like this with RSVP on the bottom, he thought it meant you had to take a bottle. Oh, I still don't know what I'm going to wear, though.
I thought you was wearing the outfit you wore to Mike Baldwin's wedding.
Well, if you think it'll be all right.
Yeah, of course it will. You'll look like Bobby Dazzler.
Only there'll be some right important people there, you know. He knows a lot of affluent folk, does Dr. Lowther. I can't imagine why they want to ask me.
Because they want you to go, don't they? I mean, they wouldn't have invited you if they didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't have to ask me, did they?
Hiya. I thought you were never coming back.
Oh, I had extras to do, didn't I? Paul hasn't turned in.
See Rita, did he?
Yeah.
All right, was she?
Well, why shouldn't she be? She's got what she wanted, hasn't she?
Listen, it's not like you think, I've told you.
Oh, and that's why Glory took off, is it? Don't suppose she sent a card around.
No, she hasn't. Look, haven't she's gone away somewhere just to get things sorted out in her own mind?
She's gone away because you give her the elbow, because Rita Fairclough told you to.
It was Gloria's decision to end the relationship, not mine. It was exactly as I told you.
Yeah, well, it seems to me she didn't have much choice in the matter.
Well, there could never have been any future in it, could there? Not for Gloria and me. I mean, she's much younger than me for a start. She's got all her life in front of her. Why would she want to get tied down to somebody like me? I mean, let's face it, I've got much more in common with Rita than I ever would with Gloria.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know somebody's got what they want then, isn't it?
There we are. That do you?
That's fine.
28p.
Ta.
Thank you.
Got anything fixed then?
No, I haven't. What about you?
Me? You're joking. I'm far too busy keeping other folk on board to think about taking holidays myself.
Hey, that reminds me. Isn't it time you had my car in for a service?
See what I mean? I'll give you a ring, fix a date. It won't be for a couple of weeks, mind.
So long as you don't forget.
No chance. See you.
Ta-ra,
Bye. Oh, you'd think they'd make the effort, wouldn't you? Oh, Brian and Gail. Well, I mean, if only for Nicky's sake. Well, work isn't everything, is it? And I'm sure they can afford it. Well, Brian seems to be doing quite well in the garage, and Gail's working all hours in that cafe.
There you go again.
Sorry?
Organising other folks' life for 'em.
Oh, just saying, aren't I?
You're thinking out loud, like.
Oh, yes.
Like you were thinking out loud when you got Susan and Mike to invite me and Alan round.
Oh, no, well, I might have just mentioned it in passing.
You did more than that, lady.
Anyway, I'm still waiting to hear how you went on.
I thought I'd told you.
Oh, you know you didn't.
It was a very pleasant evening, as it turned out. We had a couple of drinks, and Susan gave us a pizza for supper.
I mean, how you went on with Alan.
Couldn't have been better, as it happened. Thanks. You know, it wasn't until it looked like I might be losing Alan that I realised just how much he meant to me. After Len, well, I just never thought there ever could be another fella. What me and him had between us was something special. Something very special. And there'll always be a place in my heart for him. Nothing could change that. But Alan's made me realise I can't go on living in the past. And I don't want to. Not anymore. Len's gone. I haven't. I've still got my life to lead. So I think I just better get on leading it.
Well, it seems to me you've got a lot to thank Alan for.
Yes, I think I have.
Mrs. O?
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think you'd emigrated then.
Beginning to wish I had.
Oh, now what's up?
Well, it's this flipping invitation. I'm beginning to wish I'd never got it.
Why? She's not actually at work, has she? Help out like?
Oh, no, not like that. I'm definitely a proper guest, but... Well, I asked her if it'd be all right if I come on my own, because with not having no husband, like, well, seemed a bit of a cheek just taking anybody along just for the sake of it.
And what did she say to that?
Well, she said I was to put that kind of thought right out of my head and practically insisted I take somebody.
Well then, what's the problem?
Well, I don't know anybody, Kevin. Not anybody I could take to a place like the Lowthers.
Look, a master tea, get your dinner and we'll think about it.
I don't suppose.
Suppose what?
Well, I was just wondering if you was doing anything tomorrow night.
Me? You don't want me, Mrs. O.
Oh, you wouldn't feel out of it, I'd see to that.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's
What
just...
is it?
They'll be inviting neighbours and that, won't they?
Oh, yeah, they will.
Yeah, well, Michelle's mum and dad. Maybe even Michelle.
Oh, yeah. See what you mean. Though, mind you, I always did think that Michelle was a very nice young lady.
All right, let's not start all that again. You'll think of someone. Honest, you will.
Oh, we'll get you some change then, all right? Do you want to come for it? Hey, nice one.
Listen, if that Scots fella lays one more finger on me, I'll swing for him, I promise.
Don't worry, love. Next time he wants anything, I'll go. And I'll swing for him if he doesn't lay a finger on me.
It's not funny, Phyllis. Some folk can go too far.
Hey, he was only having a bit of a laugh, wasn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't share your sense of humour.
Oh.
Them tables won't clear themselves, you know.
Sorry, I spoke, I'm sure, eh?
She's just a bit tired, you know. Oh, she will burn candle at both ends.
Hey?
Well, look at her, she looks worn out.
Yeah, well, she's not the only one, is she, eh? I'm getting a bit tired, I know. I'm getting tired of dodging and weaving to keep up with her moods. I'm sick of it, I am. I am. All right, Brian. Hello, Martin. All right. Yeah, not so bad.
Is it that time already?
It is, lovely. I could eat a flaming horse.
I'm sorry, horse is off.
Well, in that case, it's one of your greasy specials, then. I wouldn't say not a bit of female company for 5 minutes.
You're joking. You can see how I'm fixed.
You can stop for a cup of tea, can't you?
Sorry, Brian, no chance. I'll get you fryer.
Well, suit yourself what I'm telling you. This place will still be here long after you've gone, you know.
Hello, and you're on some
It looks like it, yeah.
Oh, just smile, look. I promised I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hello. Oh, hello, Matt.
No, I can't stop. I've just come to say I'm sorry, but I've got to let you down.
Let me down?
Tomorrow night I'm supposed to be babysitting for you, aren't I? Only someone's come up, you see. The mayor of Weatherfield, as it happens. Alf's got to go to this do, and of course there's no show without Punch. He wants me to go with him.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for telling us. I hope you have a nice time.
Thanks, lovely. What will you do?
Oh, don't worry about me. I didn't fancy going anyway.
Oh, girl, I feel rock.
No, honestly, ma'am, if I did, I could get somebody else, couldn't I?
Are you feeling all
Yes,
right?
I'm fine.
You're not sick
No,
of your
I'm not.
You just look a little peaky to me.
Look,
you know.
ma'am, if you're finished, I've got to get on.
Yeah, you're all right, that's it. I'll see you, right? Keep an eye on her, Brian. I think she's doing too much, you know.
You try telling her that.
That's it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I think I'll take this one. Right. 85 pence, please. 85 pence? Well, we've got some cheaper ones if you want.
No, it's all right. Go on.
Thank you. Anybody I know?
Pardon?
Ruby Wedding.
Oh, yes, Dr. and Mrs. Lowther, my employer and his good lady.
Oh, I see.
They've invited me to the do and all.
Oh, that's nice for you.
Yeah. Hey, now, you've had a bit of experience of etiquette, haven't you?
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
No, only you see, me invites for me and a guest. And you can't be too careful who you take to these do's, can you?
No.
I don't suppose you'd fancy it if you've now time tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Houghton. I'm afraid I can't. Not tomorrow night.
It'll be a good do, and you don't have to take a bottle or anything.
No, it's not that. It's just that I've already made an arrangement to go out with Emily tomorrow night.
Oh, I see.
Thanks ever so much for asking, though. And, well, I hope you have a nice time.
Yes, thank you. Ta-ra then.
Bye.
Seems to be going on with you the rest of the week in a few minutes. Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Go on.
Well, I was thinking, it might not be a bad idea to get away for a bit.
Away?
Holiday. You wouldn't have any trouble getting away, would you?
To meet me and you?
And Jenny, all three of us.
Oh, yes, that'd be lovely. What does Jenny say about it?
Well, she'd jump at it, wouldn't she? She's been bored out of her mind ever since school broke up.
Well, happens she has, but me and Jenny aren't the closest of pals at the moment, you know.
Yeah, I know. And that's another reason why I'd like us all to get away together. Try and sort that out. Well, what do you think?
Well, I hear Blackpool's very nice this time of year.
Now, come on, you two. How many times do I have to tell you? There's a place for that, and it is outside my front door.
Honest, if I've told them once, I've told them a dozen times. They'll not be happy till they put that ball through my window. I wouldn't mind one had got the red wreck not 5 minutes away.
Aye, well, that we're all young ones, Percy.
You'll soon change your tune, Councillor, if it happens to be your window they put through. I blame their parents, I do. They've no respect for anything, these kids. I blame the parents for having them in first place.
Why, heck, Hilda, I thought you might shop up time you've been in there.
Yes, well, I've been talking to Deirdre about Dr. and Mrs. Lowther's Ruby wedding do. I still haven't found a guest to take with me.
Well, you don't need one, you go on your own.
Oh, well, I don't like. I mean, not after what Mrs. Lowther said. She's expecting me to take somebody.
Well, I don't mean to say you have to.
I beg to differ there, councillor.
Eh?
Well, it depends on the do, doesn't it? I mean, if it's got a bit of class like.
Yeah, it does.
Well, if they invite you to, that's exactly what it means. You see, it affects the whole balance of things, doesn't it? How many to cater for, whether everybody's paired off. I'm sure you get me drift.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Hilda, the Lowthers will not take offence, whatever you do. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Beginning to wish they'd never asked me now.
Dr. and Mrs. Lowthers, did you say? Should be a good do, should that? Now, if I may be so bold, what you're looking for is a perfect gentleman who isn't exactly like him when it comes to the social graces. Somebody who'll treat you like a lady at all times and make you feel as important as any other guest present.
Yeah, and I've got about as much chance of finding a fella like that as you have of playing for Manchester United.
Go on, Chucky!
In here, lovey. What do you reckon? It was the only one in the cell. It was just my size.
Ah, very nice. Look, never mind all that. What about Mrs. Wagstaff?
Mrs. Wagstaff.
Yeah, shampoo and set, 2 o'clock.
Oh, it went clean out my head. Where is she now?
Well, she's gone down the precinct, hasn't she?
What?
She'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Oh, Alfie, you're a treasure. Only when I go into town, everything else goes clean out my head. You do like this, don't you?
It's not good enough, Audrey.
That's all right to me.
No, not that. This, the business.
What's wrong with it?
Well, your attitude, for one thing.
My attitude?
Toward the business and your customers.
Oh, come on, Alf. Be fair. Just because I forgot one shampoo and set.
Ah, but it's not just one, is it? My life's plagued down at that shop, folk coming in. Where's Mrs. Roberts? Had an appointment half an hour ago. There's no sign of her.
All right. I'm just not the creature of habit that you are. I do try, honestly. Just get easily sidetracked.
When you're in business, you can't afford to get sidetracked.
All right. Who's looking after the shop, by the way?
Well, Deirdre is.
Just testing.
No, I'm trying to be serious.
I know. I love it when you get all serious. All right, you've made your points. I promise. From now on, I'm going to be a very, very good girl. Especially in business hours.
Hey. Yeah, well, think on you doing all. No, I'd better get back. Don't forget Mrs. Wagstaff.
What, me? As if. See you, lover.
Hello.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Roberts. Hello, love. Audrey, you're Gail. How's that little lad? Are you busy? Oh, she's here. See you, love. Ta-ra.
See you, lover.
Bye.
Hello, lover. Yes, I was. I just got back. You should see all the stuff I've got in this... What? Oh, no, I'm sorry, love. I haven't got a minute. I've got a customer any minute now. Look, why don't you pop in on your way home? Right. There's nothing wrong, is there?
No. No, nothing.
I reckon he was angling for an invite for himself.
Cheeky monkey.
I don't know. It could get worse than Percy Sugden.
Oh, yeah. I could go with the milkman's horse, couldn't I?
Oh, I mean it. I bet when old Percy's dolled up, he looks right dandy. What? And his pinstripes and his patent leather shoes. Hey, and he'll certainly treat you well, be sure about that.
I'm being serious, Kevin.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, you can't think of anyone else, can you?
Oh, but Percy Sugden's nothing but a loud-mouthed, opinionated know-all. I mean, suppose he put his foot in it in front of Dr. Lowther. I'd never be able to hold my head up in that house again.
Well, you'll have to word him, won't you, before you go? Make it plain to him. And if he puts one foot out of step, the whole of Weatherfield will know about it.
Oh, I don't know, Kevin.
Oh, well, suit yourself. It's just an idea.
Oh, yes, although I do say it myself, I've always been a good organiser.
What's that got to do with Chuck?
Well, it takes me back to my school days, doesn't it? I was a prefect, wasn't I?
Oh.
The youngest in the school, as it happens.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you? Being a born organiser.
Right, yes.
Please do you?
Perfect. It's a gift, you know.
What is?
The ability to organise. Some have it, some don't. I couldn't tell you, could I? I seem to have come out without any money.
Go on, then. Just this once.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't make habit of it, though. That's how Jack Duckworth started on slippery slopes.
Hmm.
Oh, can you imagine Percy Sugden as a prefect?
I can't imagine him as a schoolboy. Now, are all papers done?
Yes, Mark took the last slot. You didn't have very much to say to Jenny.
Well, she didn't have a lot to say to me, did she?
No, I mean about this holiday you were telling me about.
No, well, Alan thinks we should tell her together tonight.
Have you any idea yet where you're going?
No, not really. And to be honest, I don't much care. The main thing is, give us a chance to be together.
It means a lot to you, does this, doesn't it?
I hope it's going to mean a lot to all of us.
Fit then.
What are you doing here?
Well, if you don't want to lift home.
I'm not going home. Not yet. I said I'd call in to see me mum. She asked me to. Something and nothing, I suppose, but I said I would.
Okay, I'll drop you off.
No, you best go on. I'll be a good 10 minutes yet.
I can look up if you want.
I know you can, Martin, but still got the cashing up to do, and I've got that bread order to sort out.
I'll hang on if you like.
No, you'd better get off home. I promised Pauline one of us would pick Nicky up by 6. She's been very good having him.
Right. That's the way you want it. So what time will you be back?
I don't know, Brian. You know me, ma'am. You get Nicky his tea, will you? I'll get something for us when I get in.
Okay. See you then. There's no up, is there? Gail?
Like what?
I don't know, do I? But you know Audrey.
No. No, I don't think there's anything up. I'll see you later, okay?
Right. See you, Martin.
Yeah, see you, right.
Oh, who's this? Oh, hello. Come on.
Young Kevin said you wanted a word.
Yes, that's right. Come on through.
Well, I would have come sooner, only there's been a bit of a hold-up, a little bit of a mix-up over a day. It's not my fault, of course. Right, now, what can I do for you?
Well, I've been thinking
Oh?
about what you were saying this dinner time.
Look, I hope you didn't get the impression I was trying to force my intentions where they weren't wanted.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, of course, if you don't want to come.
I didn't say that, did I? Right, now, let's see if I've got this right. As I see, you've been invited to this rather posh do.
That's right.
And you're looking for an escort who'll not only treat you like a duchess, but won't put a foot wrong in such esteemed company.
Right.
Right. I'm your man.
Right. Well, now we've got that sorted. There's just one or two little points.
Eh?
Well, first of all, you only speak when you're spoken to.
Well, don't I always?
And you don't go running down Dr. Lowther's war record.
Look, do you want me to come or don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Right, then, stop worrying. It'll be a night to remember, I promise you.
Jenny?
Hello? Didn't know we're having company.
You off out then, are you?
Yeah, in a bit. Got band practice tonight, so you can have the place all to yourselves.
That's not why I was asking.
I didn't get you ready. I didn't know what time you'd be in.
No, that's all right.
Just as well in your road, didn't it?
Hey, where you off?
Well, might as well go and get ready.
What, can you hang on a minute? I'd like a word.
What about?
Holidays.
Holidays? Are we going away?
Well, I reckon it's time I started thinking about it, don't you?
Hey, can we go to Jersey? I really fancy it there. Tracy Ashcroft's just come back and she says it's great.
Well, I don't see why not. What do you think?
Whatever you say.
You mean hair and all?
Well, that's the general idea, yes.
See? Well, I hope the weather stays fine for you and don't forget to send me a card.
Hey, now, hang on.
It's all right, Alan. Look, Jenny, I know we've had our differences lately, but it hasn't always been like that between us. I mean, we did understand each other one time.
Did we?
You know we did. And I think if the three of us could get away together, well, it'd give us a chance for all of us to get to know each other better.
Oh, do you? Well, I happen to know you quite well enough, thank you
Hey,
very much.
now listen.
I know if it weren't for her, I'd probably have a singing career lined up by now, wouldn't I? If she hadn't have put the boot in with Alec Gilroy managing
Rita
me.
did that for your own good.
Well, I can do without favours like that, thanks. If you two want to go on holiday, good luck to you. But don't expect me to come along and play Happy Families.
You know, sometimes I wonder why I bother, I really do.
Well, it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. Still, I don't give up that easily.
Oh, where's that book? Ah, there you are, little beggar. Right now, lovey. Tomorrow you said?
Yes, that's right.
3-ish.
Oh, can't you fit us in a bit earlier?
Like one?
Well, I was thinking about 12:30. Only I'll have a lot to do after, you see.
12:30 it is then, right. Mrs. Ogden, 12:30, shampoo and set.
Well, I do want it to be a bit special.
I understand, love, but we'll sort it all out tomorrow.
With it being Dr. and Mrs. Lowther's ruby wedding.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Oh, are you busy?
No, lovey, Mrs. Ogden's just going.
Yes, I'm an official guest, you see, so I want to look my best. I thought I might wear that outfit I wore to Mike Baldwin's wedding.
And very nice she'll look too.
Oh, do you think so? I was just wondering if it mightn't be a bit too dressy.
Look, if I've called it a bad time.
Of course you haven't, my love. No, I shall look forward to hearing all about it tomorrow, Hilda.
Yes, right then. See you then.
All right.
Ta-ra.
I can't wait. Oh, honestly, I have been run ragged today, I'm telling you. My feet are like two steam puddings. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't talk earlier, only when you phoned, Alf was just finished having one of his little tantrums. He seems to think that a business is run just to make money. I am supposed to be at everybody's beck and call, honestly.
Ma'am, will you stop nattering on for 1 minute, please?
Whatever's the matter, lover?
I'm pregnant.
You're oh, girl, that's wonderful. Oh, is that going to make me feel any younger, though, is it, with 2 little grandchildren running about? Oh, I bet Brian's over the moon, isn't it, eh? Well, isn't it?
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, why ever not? I mean, that's just what he's always wanted. He's always gone on about little brother or sister for Nicky.
Well, I'm not sure he'll want this one.
I'm sorry, lovey, I'm not with you.
I'm not sure it's Brian's, ma'am.
Oh, my God. Ian. You mean Ian?
Oh, what am I going to do, ma'am? What am I going to do?
There's 2. One's a bill.
Well, let's hope the other one's a check then.
Nope, doesn't look madly fascinating either. It's addressed to the occupier.
Oh.
Well, cheeky, it should be occupiers. There's 2 of us live here. Still no card then.
Oh, Gloria? Well, she'd hardly write to me, would she?
No, but she could have sent me one. I mean, we weren't mates. Where do you think she's gone?
Well, wherever she is, I'm sure she's all right. She can look after herself, that lass.
So can this lass.
Jenny, you are not stopping for 2 weeks in this flat on your own, and that's final.
Oh, I'm 15, Dad. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
It's not that I think you can't manage, it's just that I'd rather you came with us.
Hey, I could stay with Donna. Her man won't mind. It's better than being a rotten goose gob.
You'd be nothing of the kind. You'd be part of the family.
Oh, we're a family now, are we?
That was a figure of speech. Look, Rita was your foster mother for all those weeks. Don't you have any affection for her?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. She's all right when she's not being bossy. She can be good fun. But if you were going on holiday with Gloria...
I'm not going on holiday with Gloria. I'm going with Rita. And I know she wants you to come with us as much as I do. So you think about it, will you? It don't take too long.
Dr. and Mrs. Lowther request the pleasure of the company of Mrs. Hilda Ogden and guest on the occasion of the celebration of their ruby wedding.
I'm surprised you've not read the print off that yet.
Ah, puts me in mind of our ruby wedding. Me and Stan's. Glad we shared that together, because the following year he'd gone.
Did you have a bash like the Lowthers?
Oh, well, not quite like the Lowthers, no. I mean, we didn't exactly move in the same social socket, but we did have a very nice party in the Rovers Select. It was a real good do and all, till the police come.
Sounds like a good do.
Oh, no, it was not like that. No, they come to tell Rita that poor Len had been killed in that car crash. Oh, I remember it like yesterday. She was stood there singing Stardust. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dream. And then just out of the blue. Still, she won't be having too many lonely nights now with her new fella. And good luck to her. She's still young.
Hey, she's not the only one with a fella, is she? What about your heavy date for tonight?
Oh, he'd just better not start boring everybody as to how he wants to cook 5,000 Yorkshire puddings in the desert with mortis shells going off all round him, that's all.
He won't. You warned him, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, but there's no telling what a show-off like Percy Sugden will do once he's got a few drinks inside
He
him.
can get a lot worse than Percy Sugden, I'm telling you. I mean, you could be going with Jack Duckworth.
I wish I was going with my Stan, though. Not that he wouldn't have shown me up, because he would, but... Well, in the end, it never seemed to matter, because... Well, because he was just my Stan. Big daft lump.
Oh, well, never mind sitting there. You go and get yourself looking gorgeous, knock Percy's eyes out.
Oh, no, I don't ask for miracles, Joe. Don't mind you. I am treating myself to a proper hairdo. Oh, not for Percy Sugden. But I wouldn't want to show Dr. and Mrs. Lowther up in front of all their posh friends.
Are you not having any breakfast this morning?
No, just a cup of coffee. I may use some, though.
No, I managed with a slice of toast, love. You were up very early, weren't you?
Well, I've got a client at 9. 64 and having highlights in. There's hope for me yet.
You didn't sleep very well either, did you?
Oh, I'm sorry, lovey. Did I keep you awake?
Oh, I'm not bothered about that, no. No, it's just if there's something wrong, I'd like to know what it is.
No, there's nothing. Time of life, I suppose. I told you she'd have gone in for one of them dolly birds.
I'm your husband, remember. If there's something wrong, I'd like to be able to help. That's what husbands are for.
Is it, lovely? I wouldn't know not having had one before.
Well, you've got one now.
Oh, bless you. You promise you won't say a word?
If there's one thing you found out about me in the past 12 months, it's that I'm not a gossip.
It's our Gail. She's pregnant.
Oh, well, that's wonderful news. Isn't it? Well, do they not want another? I'd have thought your girl was a sort of want a couple of kids at least.
Oh, I'm sure she does. I'm sure there's nothing she'd like better than little sister for Nicky one of these days. Oh, Alf, and I promise you won't go all po-faced. I mean, we all make mistakes. I did when I was...
Oh, you mean it's an accident? It wasn't planned. Well, it's not the end of the earth. They'll cope.
No, it's not that. She's not sure it's Brian's.
You what? You don't mean Ian? What's she thinking about?
Come on, Alfie, now don't be too quick to judge. I mean, she's still only young. Surely you must have been irresponsible. God knows I have been. What I do know now is she's my daughter and she's breaking her heart. Look, I won't be long.
Oi, what about your client?
Oh, I'll just have to phone her and put her off till later. Alfie, this is an emergency. She's my daughter. She comes first, right?
Just looking back through rose-tinted specs, that's all. You're not on your own. Yes, Hilda, what can I do for you?
Well, what colour would you call your hair?
You do get asked some funny questions in this shop. What colour? Well, I suppose gingery red. We're more grey than red these days. Why, you painting me official portrait?
No, it's just that I've always admired it and, well, do you think it'd suit me?
No.
Do you think it'd look stupid?
Yes.
Rita?
Well, I don't know. It'd be a bit drastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I want to be drastic. You see, I'm going to Dr. and Mrs. Lowther's ruby wedding party tonight, and I want to change my image.
Oh, I know the feeling, love. I've never fancied plastic surgery.
Give over. You're a very handsome woman still, Mrs. Fairclough.
Oh, thank you, Percival.
What do you want to go mucking about with the colour of your hair for at your age? I mean, you look ridiculous.
I don't remember asking for your advice, Percy Sugden.
Well, I'm entitled to proffer an opinion because I'll be the one that'll be shown up if you turn up looking like Coco the Flaming Clown.
Oh, charming. A minute ago I was a handsome woman, now I'm a circus freak.
If you feel like that, you needn't bother coming.
I may very well not.
Do I take it you two have got a date?
No, we have no such thing. I'm merely escorting Mrs. Ogden to the function because I've got nothing else better to do.
And because I've got nobody else better to go with. Well, are you coming or not?
Well, I might as well. I booked a taxi now. I'll pick you up at 6:05.
And don't be late.
Hey, if Barbara Cartland knew about them, she'd have enough material for at least half a dozen new novels.
Hello, lovey.
Hello, Mum. What are you doing here?
I had to come and see how you were. Do you know, I hardly slept a wink last night. Have a look if you neither did you.
Was down making a cup of tea at 4 o'clock.
What about Brian? Didn't you ask any questions?
Brian? He'd sleep through a bomb attack. At least that's one good thing. Martin!
Yeah?
Sausage bacon.
I take it you've not told him yet, then?
Here.
You've got to tell him, Gail.
Beans and sauce, bread and butter and coffee, please.
I can't, Mum. I can't bear to see his face. He'd be so pleased.
Naturally.
Expecting another son for his football team.
Oh, daughter. It'd be nice to have a little girl this time.
His baby, Mum. Oh, no, it's not.
That's just it. You don't know, do you? I mean, you said yourself you weren't sure.
Chances are it's Brian's and you're giving yourself all this heartache for nothing. Put it out of your head.
Pretend it never happened, you mean?
Exactly. That's the only way you're going to get any peace of mind. Take it from your own mother.
Peace of mind? Something I don't think I'll ever have again.
I'll see you. Just think on what I've said, right?
See you, Audrey.
She's just got a message. She shouldn't be very long.
Oh, well, I am booked in for a shampoo and set later on, but will you tell her that I've definitely decided to change my colour and all? I thought I'd go a similar shade to Rita Fairclough, because it looks very well on her, but, well, I'm not sure it'd suit me. What do you think?
Look, why don't you have a word with Audrey? I mean, she's the hairdresser, you know. I'm just a grocer. I've got this little shop to go to.
Yes, well, oh, thank you.
Hey, don't say he ordered tomatoes.
And what did I give him?
Peas.
Oh, flipping heck, the fuss they make. It's not a flipping Oh, give it here.
Are you all right, pet?
I'm all right, so long as people leave me alone.
Morning, Mrs. Tilsley.
Oh, leave him to me in his shipping order. A cup of tea, not stewed, a toasted tea cake, and yes, they are fresh.
I want a lightly poached egg on brown toast with a custard tart to follow. The pastry's not soggy.
Oh, to what do we owe the honour?
I'm giving myself a day off from the kitchen stove, seeing as I'm dining out this evening. Oh, yes, and I'll have a glass of milk to put a lining on my stomach.
Oh, sounds as if you're anticipating a heavy night.
Well, it does promise to be in somewhat lavish style, and accompanying Hilda Ogden to Dr. and Mrs. Lowther's ruby wedding celebrations.
Oh, isn't that nice for you? Remember to take your best Binny. Well, they've only invited her so you can do washing up, and you'll be going as her assistant.
You're just jealous, woman.
Me jealous of Hilda Ogden? You must be joking. At least I can comport myself in public. And her idea of dressing up, I'll bet it's spraying her curlers with a glitter.
As a matter of fact, she's having her hair done specially for this evening, having a colour in, something nice and youthful. Personally, I find grey very aging on a woman. Easy, give us some air. I'll be all right, we'll give you...
I just hope I'm not going to regret this.
You won't. Take years off you. Make you feel like a teenager again.
Cool. Don't know about a teenager. I'd be quite happy to feel like a 40-year-old again. Or even a 50-year-old.
Right, then, I better get back. Don't forget to iron my shirt for tonight, will you, love?
Tonight?
The Mers do.
Oh, that, yeah.
Listen, love, stop worrying. Everything's going to be all right. Yeah, anyway, I better get back. I'll be back about 5 then, because we need to be away not later than 6. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Oh, you off somewhere as well, eh? It's exciting having somewhere special to go for once. Just hope my shoes don't start pinching, though, because you're on your feet at these do's all the time, you know.
Well, that's you done anyway. Look, give you a magazine to read. I'll make you a nice cup of tea when I get back.
Why? Where are you going?
I've just got to pop and see our girl. That's got to be on for at least 20 minutes. I'll be back before then. Okay. Right. Make yourself comfy, all right?
Do you want me to carry you in?
Don't be daft. I'll be all right in a minute. I just feel a bit wobbly, that's all.
I'll get you into bed and I'll call for the doctor.
Give over. I don't need no doctor. I was only out for a couple of seconds. Phyllis had no right to even ring you.
She had every right to. It's not just what's happened today, you know. She's been worried about you for a bit. We all have. We'll get him to give you a thorough checkup while you find out what's wrong, because something definitely is.
I'm all right, Brian. I mean, I'm not ill. I'm pregnant.
You mean you're having a baby?
I'm afraid so.
Afraid? But love. This is fantastic. Wait while we tell Nicky. When's it due?
February.
Great. Oh, terrific. Your mum's going to be over the moon.
It's not terrific, Brian. We agreed we didn't want another baby yet. We said we'd wait for a bit.
Yeah, well, we slipped up. Thousands do. Don't look so tragic, Gail. We'll manage, love. I'll not let us starve.
I don't want to give up my job.
But you'll have to, love. This is our baby we're talking about. A little brother or sister for Nicky. It's a damn sight more important than working in some backstreet caff. What about your mother and all, eh? Oh, Wait till Laurie finds out she's going to be a granny twice over.
She already knows.
You mean you've told her before you told me?
Does it matter, Brian? You know now. Look, can we go in? I'd like to lie down for a bit.
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Collapsed? Why didn't someone phone me?
She didn't collapse. She just flaked out for a couple of seconds and Brian took her home.
Well, I still think you should have let me know.
Me love, it's only just happened. Couldn't have been more than 10 minutes since. You've only just missed them.
White as the sheets you wear. I'm sweating.
Oh, right.
See? You know, I knew something weren't quite right when she didn't answer me when I said good morning.
You're a right comfort to a mother, you are.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah? What's up?
What were all that fuss about?
Oh, it's Gail. She sort of freaked out about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been at the funny pills.
She just fainted. Brian thinks she needs an holiday.
Oh, why does everybody seem to think that solves everything?
Well, even if it done, it's a damn sight better than working, isn't it?
My dad wants me to go to Jersey with him.
Hey, yes.
He's taking me to Fairclough.
Why does she not want you to go?
Oh, yeah. I said no, but she keeps going on at me.
Well, what's your problem then?
Well, for one thing, I'll be in the road.
Hey, listen. It's better if your dad takes a bird, isn't it? I mean, that means you've got more time to yourself. And if Mr. Amazing comes trotting up that beach, then you've not got your poor old dad to keep worrying about, have you?
No, I hadn't thought of that.
Hey?
I never saw him when I was little.
Yeah, but you're getting all right now, don't you?
But yeah, that's just it. I mean, part of me wants to keep him to myself. You know, not have him had around. I know it's dead soft. And other times, I want him to have a girlfriend. And it was dead good when he was going out with Gloria.
Well, where's she gone then?
No, nobody does. She's more like a sister. With some really good laughs.
I didn't boss you about, you mean?
Peter's all right, but she's not like Gloria. She goes on more like my mum did.
Hey, well, what's so bad about that, eh? I mean, if your mum was still alive, well, you'd be happy then, wouldn't you?
Well, that's a stupid question.
And if they'd not split up, then you'd be going on a family holiday anyway, wouldn't you?
Possibly.
Well, what's your problem then? I mean, anyway, what's your alternative around here?
Stop at home on my own.
Huh?
Or I could bunk in with my mate, but we'd be a bit squashed. We've got 6 kids.
Oh, you daft, you. I mean, you're talking about your dad and Mrs. Fairclough. Well, they're not the sort of people who cram your style, are they? You'll have a ball, and you know you will.
Are you saying I should go with them?
Yeah, I am. Provided you remember to send us one of those dirty postcards. One that'll shock the socks off Phyllis. Then again, don't suppose they make those, do they?
Audrey, are you there? Audrey, you back yet? My finger's gone off.
Thanks, love. Well, I've had no luck with her either.
She could be a right stubborn little madam when she wants that one. Well, I don't know. We've done our best. You know, I have a good mind to go ahead and book just for the 2 of us.
Oh, no. Leave it well tonight and I'll have another shot. There is an angle I'm plugging. Just might do the trick.
You're as stubborn as she is, you know.
Because we're both redheads.
Heaven help me, Mavis, if I ever do get away on holiday with these two. Bye now.
Try for now, love.
Ah. Do you know what puzzles me is? Why are you being so persistent?
How do you mean?
Well, I should have thought you'd been relieved that Jenny didn't want to come with you. I mean, I would have thought you'd have preferred to be just the 2 of you on your own.
Yes. Yes, I would, love. If it was going to be the only holiday Alan and I were going to have. But, seeing as it's beginning to look as if we might have a future together, Jenny's part of that future, I think it's pretty important we get to know each other.
Well, you're taking a lot on. She can be very difficult.
It'll be worth it. Anyway, if things work out as I hope in Jersey, maybe she'll not be so prickly with me. That's one of the reasons why I'm keen to go.
And the other reason?
Oh, give the kid a really good family-type holiday. Something she's not had in years.
And the other reason?
Oh, chance for me and Alan to get off on our own, dance cheek to cheek beneath a starry sky. Hilda Ogley's not the only one that thinks it's time she changed her image, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hilda. I don't know what you expect me to do.
Well, I expect you to find her. That's what I expect you to do. My finger went off long since.
Yeah, well, where's she gone?
She said something about a quick message to Gail, but that was nearly an hour ago.
Oh, blimey.
Wouldn't be surprised if all my hair doesn't fall out.
Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, no, well, it's not your flipping hair, is it?
Ah.
Oh, Hilda, I'm sorry, but it took longer than I thought. Alfie, what are you doing here?
Well, Hilda phoned her SOS at shop, didn't she?
Well, you didn't expect me to come running down the street like this, did you?
You knew I'd come back, Hilda.
20 minutes, you said. Me finger went ages ago.
Yeah, and I was right in the middle of serving a customer.
Well, I'm very sorry, but our girl was taking Polly. I had to go and see how she was.
Yeah, well, I'll be back at 5 o'clock. Don't forget my shirt, will you?
No, Alfie, I won't forget your shirt. Oh, come on, get this washed off and I'll get you set.
Oh, no. No, I've been messed about quite enough for one day, thank you very much. You can wash it off and I'll put my rollers in myself. I want to get back and have a rest before tonight. Give me palpitations as all this.
Well, don't just sit there nattering. Come on upstairs.
Oh, hi.
I'm not too early, am I? Only had an errand to do across town, and it seemed daft trekking all the way back to the shop for its sake of
No,
half an
come
hour.
on in. Jenny's around somewhere. Jen! Excuse me a minute.
Hiya, cup of tea?
Oh, Jenny, that'd be lovely.
No, I'm sorry, Bet. I haven't a clue where she is. No, she didn't say a word to anybody, not even to Jenny, no. Well, I expect so, yeah. Well, she'll have to talk to the landlord, won't she, about what she wants to do with the flat. Yeah. Yeah, of course I will. Yes, if I hear anything, I'll let you know. All right, love, yeah. Bye now. Bye. What's up?
Guess what?
What?
She's coming with us after all.
That's fantastic. I'm absolutely chuffed. Now, is this definite? Because tomorrow morning I can book the rooms.
A double and a single.
Well, of course.
Hey, I hope this single's not dead porky.
So do I. Your dad's a big fella.
Hey?
Well, Jenny will be sharing with me. So that'll give us plenty of time to plan your singing career.
Yeah, great.
Do you know, I knew that was the way to make a change of mind. Nothing like a touch of the old feminine wiles.
What's all this about me sleeping on my own?
Oh, well, it's better, love. We don't want her to feel excluded, do we?
Well, what about me? I'm going to feel excluded.
Ah, I dare say you'll survive.
You're looking very dapper, Councillor. You wouldn't be attending the same function as I am by any chance?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think so, Percy, as the councillors do at Mer's Parlour.
I'm very nice, too. They oil the wheels, don't they, these little social get-togethers?
Sorry, Lotte.
My, and doesn't your lady wife do you credit?
Thank you, Percy. Well, you look a right little Beau Brummel yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Don't just sit there, love. We're going to be late. Bye.
Bye. Is she ready?
There's a bit of a problem.
Well, you better get her skates on. I've got the transport organised for 5 minutes past 6. The function starts at 6 o'clock, but it's not the done thing to be first to arrive. So I've ascertained the journey will take us about 15 minutes, which gives us an ETA of 6:20, just about right.
Yeah, well, like you said, there's a bit of a problem.
What? What problem? What? What the devil have you done, woman?
It's not what I've done. Sir Audrey Roberts, she left the stuff on too long.
Well, you better go and get yourself dressed. Taxi will be here any minute.
Oh, you'll have to cancel it. And ring up the Lowthers and tell them we're not coming. Say I'm undisposed.
Not going, but we've been invited.
How can I go anywhere looking like this? Wouldn't go to the corner of the street, never mind Mrs. Lowther's ruby wedding party.
Couldn't you wear a hat?
Oh, it should still show.
Can you go back to Mrs. Roberts, see if she can put it right?
Oh, that's no good. They've just gone off to a posh do themselves, not caring a fig about ruining other folks' evenings.
Never mind the evening, she's ruined my flipping hair.
Has she seen the results of her botch up?
No, well, I dried it off myself at home. Didn't show so much when it was wet.
Yeah, when she saw what a mess it was, she couldn't bear to put her head outside the front door, could you, Mrs.
Right.
Lowther?
First thing in the morning, we'll see about this. But I did warn you about going to these cowboy outfits. I said you'd go to a proper registered hairdresser.
No, you didn't. You said I shouldn't have it coloured at all.
Yes, well, I was right about that and all, wasn't I?
And the soap hour continues in just a moment on Plus with another shock pregnancy, this time in Emmerdale.